Good afternoon and welcome along to the Dave Bryant Stadium for live 90 minutes coverage of a massive game in the Vanarama National League South. It's the glamour tie. It's Enfield Town versus Torquay United. I'm Michael Lacquier and 90 minutes live uninterrupted coverage of the match coming up. Enfield sit bottom of the pile at the moment. They sit in 24th with just the 11 points from their 18 games so far, whereas Torquay sit in third with 34 points from their 19 games. So it's a massive game at both ends of the table. We will cover the team sheets, cover the team news, cover the latest comings and goings in due course. But before we get to any of that, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you, alongside me, pundit extraordinaire, Enfield Town fan extraordinaire, it's Paul Manell. Paul, how are you? And how are you feeling about today's game?
Yeah, good afternoon, Michael, and good afternoon, everybody who's listening, and welcome to the Dave Bryant on a bit of a grey day, although, as I speak, I think the sun is just starting to peep through, but it's very mild, isn't it, Michael, for this time of year, late autumn, and greatly looking forward to this. This is the sort of game when Towners went up in all that glory in last May or last April, that fans would have been looking forward to. Torquay United at home, the Manchester United of National League South in terms of their history, their traditions, and indeed their support. We're expecting to have at least 400 here with them today. It's already packed in the main stand here, so real big match feel, and we're all greatly looking forward to this. On paper, you would say Torquay United should win it, particularly given how they did on Tuesday night against Western, but we always live in hope, Michael, don't we?
Yes, you never know. We'll go through some of the recent form for both sides in a moment, but without further ado, let's run through the team sheets first of all, starting with the visitors, Torquay United, who we expect to line up in a 4-3-3 formation. Torquay line up with number 1, James Hammond in goal, number 3, Jay Falston, number 4, Jordan Dyer, number 5, their captain Sam Dreyer, number 7, Lirak Hassani, number 8, Jordan Young, number 10, Omar Musa, 19, Cody Cook, 20 is Dan Hayfield, 22, Will Jenkins Davis, and 26, Jordan Thomas. And the Torquay subs today are Brad Ash, Matt Carson, Ed Palmer, Oscar Threlkeld, and Keke Jeffers. And Enfield Town have in goal number 1, Reece Forster, 20, the captain today is Mickey Parcell, 5, Xavier Benjamin, 19, Adam Thompson, and 2, Dan Cox, 3, Joe Payne, 7, Lennon Peake, 12, Billy Leonard, 4, Alfie Tuck, 8, Sam Youngs, and 10, Jake Hutchinson. And the town substitutes today are number 6, Jack Smith, 17, Dylan Adji Hersey, 15, Reece Beckles Richards, 16, Christian Scott, and 11, Tyrell Whittaker. So we think that makes it one change from the town lineup from last week. That change is Billy Leonard. Sorry, 2 changes, occurs to me, from the town starting lineup last week. Billy Leonard is in for Christian Scott. That was a substitution that occurred early last week. So Billy Leonard's in for Scott, and Jake Hutchinson is in for Ruben Shakpoke, who doesn't make the 16 today. So, all that said, we're looking at a town team that seemed to have turned a bit of a corner in recent weeks. A couple of draws in the league, but that was then upended somewhat on Tuesday night by the defeat at home to Hornchurch, the 2-1 defeat, in which they went behind by 2 goals within the first quarter of an hour. Any thoughts and any key observations on town form going into this one, Paul?
Yes, as you say, Michael, form has picked up, there's no doubt about that. There was the draw with Salisbury and a great away draw at Dorking in the pouring rain. And then we had Tuesday night, and of course the draw in the FA Trophy as well, followed by that epic penalty shootout victory. And then the defeat on Tuesday night to Hornchurch was very, very disappointing, and sadly Town has paid for a very, very sloppy first 15 minutes when Town was sloppy on the ball, sloppy without the ball, made some silly mistakes that probably cost them the 2 goals. And it was always an uphill struggle after that. I actually thought Town played pretty well for most of the game. Looked pretty solid at the back, I thought Benjamin and Cox were excellent going forward from their defensive positions. Just lacked that little cutting edge in the final third, and I think Gavin's been very honest about this. The search for a striker continues, and it was just that lack of sharpness in the final third. And give Hornchurch credit as well; they defended very, very well. So that's that was disappointing Tuesday night, because you looked at the two home games, you thought, get something out of Hornchurch, that takes the pressure a bit out off Torquay, and now the pressure is back on, obviously against a pretty good side.
Yeah, it was incredibly disappointing to lose that game, as you say, particularly on the back of 3 improved results, 2 in the league and then 1 against Hornchurch themselves in the FA Trophy. However, the pressure will be off today, as you say, and looking at the opponents, Torquay, they had an excellent win on Tuesday night themselves. Down to 10 men for the majority, they beat Weston-super-Mare 4-2. Prior to that, though, as we were remarking moments ago, they've had a number of draws. I think 4 draws in their last 6 games, something like that.
Drawn 4 of the last 6.
Drawn 4 of their last 6. Within that run of results, they have also beaten Truro in the FA Trophy, so that's one heck of a victory. Not to be underestimated then, what do you think about their form coming into this game?
Yeah, as you say, Michael, they had a magnificent win midweek against the then league leaders, Weston-super-Mare, and Torquay, I think it was 2-2 when Torquay went down to 10 men, and they won it 4-2, which is an incredible victory. But as you say, before that, they have drawn a lot, drawn 4 of the last 6, so that gives Towners hope. They've also lost 3 away games at Farnborough, Welling and Hornchurch, which are probably away games you wouldn't necessarily expect them to lose. So there is that hope. They are not absolutely unbeatable, you would say. I mean, they are 3rd in the league, but there is always hope. I think with Towners, the great thing over the last few weeks is that they've stemmed the goals. They were letting in a lot of goals, and the back 3 now looks very solid. It's just in that other third of the pitch, isn't it? It's just putting chances away and indeed creating chances. That really is the issue. If Town are going to get out of their current predicament, they do need to score more goals. More from Sammy Youngs. He's already got 3 goals this season, but other areas of the pitch as well.
And talking of other areas of the pitch, this is an opportunity to say a fond farewell to Lewis Taff, who's been released by the club. You'll be aware, presumably, that this afternoon's fixture is the reverse of the opening fixture of the season, when Enfield Town travelled to Torquay, and our first goal scorer ever at National League South level was indeed Lewis Taff. Taff's been released. What are your thoughts on his contribution to Enfield Town?
A big thank you to Lewis Taff. Great servant. Played in a variety of positions, from central midfield to full-back to winger. Great servant to the club, and as you say, he will always go down in history, written in history books, as the first Enfield Town scorer in the National League South at Torquay, and it's a great flying header as well. I can see it when I close my eyes now. I was lucky enough to be at Plainmoor for that. He also scored our last goal so far in the Isthmian Premier League as well, because he scored the 3rd goal at Chatham in that wonderful playoff. So he's etched in the Enfield Town history books. He's also part of the team that won the League Cup, the Velocity Trophy final as well at Averley against Hornchurch. So he's very much in the history books, and thank you, Lewis, and good luck to you in the future. I think he's gone to Bedford Town, so good luck to Lewis.
Yeah, as you say, massive contribution to Town's history, and also the answer to many a quiz question in years to come, I think, with his goal scoring record. Talking of that opening day fixture, Town took the lead after 4 minutes up at Plainmoor against Torquay. Lost 2-1, were 2-1 down by half time. Goals from Carson and Ash for Torquay, so they turned it around within the half hour. On that occasion, of the 16 players Enfield Town used on that opening day of the season, of the 16, only 6 still involved today in the squad, whereas Torquay, of their 16, 10 are still involved. It says something about the turnaround of players, isn't it? The revolving door at Enfield Town, given that was only 3.5 months ago.
Yeah, that's an amazing statistic. It really is. Yeah, it's been incredible. It's been incredible turnover. Gavin McPherson's been brave. He's basically turned around and said, I don't think the squad we had at the start of the season that took us up is good enough to keep us up. He's honest. And therefore he's made a lot of changes, a lot of departures. Some of them fans' favourites like Scott Thomas and players like that have departed, brought new players in. And all that stuff takes time, doesn't it? So it's time for the team to gel. But here we are in late November. We need to start seeing it gel now. I think it has, certainly the back three. But as I say, it's in that final third, isn't it? We need to start to try and create more chances and therefore get more goals.
Yeah, that back three is starting to gel for sure. It's the same back three now. It's been a feature of the team for the last 4 or 5 fixtures, Benjamin, Thompson and Cox, and they are really coming along. Interesting switch in the captaincy today. The last couple of games, Thompson's been captain, Parcell back in the starting lineup, and he's captain. I say back in the starting lineup. Parcell did start against Hornchurch on Tuesday night, but that was a very late change to the starting lineup. Dylan Agenhersey had originally been slated to begin that game, and then literally 5 minutes before kickoff, he told us, he felt a hamstring tweak. So he was withdrawn from the starting lineup. Parcell was brought in. Nevertheless, on Tuesday night, Adam Thompson captained the team. Today, it's Mickey Parcell captaining the team. Any thoughts on that, Paul?
Yeah, my understanding is that Mickey Parcell is the club captain. So I guess when he plays, he will captain. I suppose. I think that's it. Yes, and when he's not playing, it'll either be Sammy Youngs or Adam Thompson. And by the way, Mickey Parcell, ex-Torquay United. Mickey Parcell actually, as a youngster, started his career at Torquay, was then released and came back to his hometown club of Enfield Town, and the rest, as say is history.
What a fantastic way to segue into the start of the action, because the players have just walked out onto the pitch and the atmosphere is electric. It feels like such a big occasion here at the Dave Bryant Stadium. It's a bumper crowd. Credit to Torquay, they've brought a healthy and noisy gathering.
With a
noisy drum as well. And Town have, as ever, are resplendent in their white shirts, blue shorts and blue socks, and Torquay are adorned in their yellow shirts with thin blue hoops, blue shorts and yellow stockings. Reece Forster is wearing all black, stem to stern in black, and James Hammond, the Torquay goalkeeper, is all in green. I shall run through the two teams then. Town having goal number 1, Reece Forster, 20, Mickey Parcell. He'll be right wing back with 3, Joe Payne left wing back. In the centre of defence, number 5, Xavier Benjamin, 19, Adam Thompson and 2, Dan Cox. Then 7, Lennon Peake, 12, Billy Leonard, 4, Alfie Tuck, 8, Sam Youngs, and up front in attack, number 10, Jake Hutchinson. Town substitutes today, Jack Smith, Dylan Agenhersey, Reece Beckles-Richards, 16, Christian Scott, and 11, Terrell Whittaker. Torquay having goal number 1, James Hammond, 3, Jay Fulston, 4, Jordan Dyer, 5, their captain, Sam Dreyer, 7, Lyric Hassani, 8, Jordan Young, 10, Omar Musa, 19, Cody Cook, 20, Dan Hayfield, 22, Will Jenkins Davis, and 26, Jordan Thomas. And their substitutes are Brad Ash, Matt Carson, Ed Palmer, Oscar Threlkeld, and Keki Jeffers. The referee today is Dan England, and his assistants are Joseph Danpai and Bogdan Kimmich. And the fourth official is Dane Johnston. So the preliminaries are underway, and it appears that Town are going to be defending the Hertfordshire Zoo end of the pitch and therefore attacking the Jenna Timber end. So the Torquay fans are congregated behind Reece Forster in the Hertfordshire Zoo end. Town players are already there, lined up in formation. The Torquay players are only just now breaking from their huddle, but we expect them to line up in a 4-3-3 with Fulston, Dyer, Dreyer and Thomas at their back 4, and then Musa, Hayfield, Jenkins, Davis across the middle, with Hassani and Young on the wide attacking positions, and Cody Cook, their top scorer, in attack. Everything is ready. Town are about to kick off. It'll be Billy Leonard doing the honours initially. Referees going through the final preliminaries, and away we go. And Town immediately switch the ball forward through Alfie Tuck. It's nodded back, and Omar Musa can go on the charge immediately for Torquay. He's up to the left edge of the Town area, cutting into his right foot, tries to dink the ball into the area, but it will deflect harmlessly through to Reece Forster. So first little burst there from Omar Musa for Torquay. The weather is overcast but mild. There are glimpses of the blue sky behind the clouds, but it's lovely football weather, to be honest. You'd want to be playing in weather like this, as Forster's kick is brought under control by Youngs. Now Hutchinson plays it backward. Billy Leonard, centre of the pitch, now goes wide right to Mickey Parcell deep in the Torquay half. Cross swung into the area first time. Oh, it's a tackle on Sam Youngs, and a penalty is given within the first 50 seconds. Sam Youngs was tugged down inside the area. The cross came from the right from Mickey Parcell. A blatant pull on the shirt of Sam Youngs, and within the first minute, Enfield Town have a penalty.
What a dramatic start. I think it was Mickey Parcell's ball into the box, delivered the ball quickly, and Youngs and the Torquay defender were tussling for the ball. It looked like the Torquay player was all over him, and the referee did not hesitate. He pointed straight to that spot. What a start. Sammy Youngs about to take the penalty.
Sam Youngs, 2 from 2 penalties in the league, plus 1 in the shootout a week or two ago. Steps up now with his right foot. Youngs against Hammond in the Torquay goal. The referee pauses proceedings, now blows his whistle. Sam Youngs from the spot scores for Enfield Town. And after 1 minute and 45 seconds, Enfield Town have the lead. He went straight down the centre. Hammond dived to his right. No chance. Excellent penalty. It's Enfield Town 1, Torquay 0.
Fantastic. There is ice in those veins. He sent the goalie the wrong way, sent it right down the centre, ran towards the Enfield Town fans behind that goal at the Jenner Timber end, who are going absolutely crazy, as you'd imagine. What a start. Don't adjust your sets. It's Enfield Town 1, Torquay United 0.
Well, an absolute dream start. Absolute dream start that for Town. Torquay now with a game to chase. That's Town's earliest goal. Town's earliest goal of the season. The flag goes up against Jordan Young for Torquay. So, something for Torquay to chase then, something for Town to hang on to. I mean, it's an awful long time to be hanging on. I imagine they won't want to sit deep, but it really changes the dynamic of the game. It also changes the dynamic of the fans, actually, because the Torquay fans were an excellent voice pre-kick-off and as the game started, and they have basically been silenced by that goal. It's now the Town fans making the noise. You're not missing any action. There was an offside given against Jordan Young, and as mentioned, the Torquay fans no longer in voice, and the Town fans are themselves remarking on that. Forster takes the free kick now. It's headed clear, nudged back in by Tuck, but that's going to go harmlessly out of play for a goal kick. So that goal came about because of some good build-up in the centre. I think it was Youngs and Billy Leonard combining in the centre. The ball was spread out wide to Mickey Parcell. Parcell created the Town goal on Tuesday night, and here again he put in an early cross, a really good whipped cross towards the penalty spot, which resulted in Sam Youngs being brought down. Mickey Parcell suddenly turning provider for Town.
Yes, as you say, he created the goal against Hornchurch on Tuesday night, and he's done it again. That was a great cross. Here comes Town again.
There's a little slip there from the captain Dreyer, almost let Jake Hutchinson in, but Dreyer recovered enough to feed it back to his goalkeeper. And Torquay looking a little rattled. As fling a long ball up towards Musa. Youngs gets ahead on it, and it's left to Hayfield to try to bring a modicum of control to proceedings. Dyer gives it back to his goalkeeper. Now it's played forward towards Hassani. Hassani was sent off last week. He scored and was sent off for Torquay, but the suspension hasn't kicked in yet. It will be a 3-match suspension for him, but it's yet to begin. So he's taken his place in midfield today for Torquay. As Hammond plays the ball long, but Parcell gets ahead on it on halfway. Ball's fed out to the left-back position, and Fulston goes back to the Torquay goalkeeper. Town have a spring in their step here, and Torquay a little shell-shocked, but a good flick there from Cook. Adam Thompson clears the danger. Jenkins-Davis nudges it forward. Parcell cleans up, and under a bit of pressure Cooley plays it to Xavier Benjamin, and he coolly turns his man, and now Tuck Cooley gives it out to Parcell. Lovely play, but high risk play from Town, but they've gone away with it. Parcell, Tuck and Benjamin all combining there. Neat little attempted flick from Lennon Peak, but Torquay on the attack again from the far side, the left. They've won a throw which on the left just outside the Town penalty area, which Hassani takes short, and it's nudged back to Dyer at the back. Dyer chips the ball forward towards the penalty area. It's going to break here for Young for Torquay, but Benjamin's able to stab clear. Not entirely convincing, and Thomas recycles it for Torquay. Now they're going to try to break down the left, but that's a misplaced pass, and a throw-in is gifted to Enfield Town. 6 minutes in then, Paul, what's your earliest impressions?
A very, very positive start from Enfield Town on the front foot. The complete opposite, actually, of Tuesday night, when Town were just sloppy and let in 2 silly goals and were up against it more or less from the start of the game. Complete opposite, looking very confident, playing some good football. As you say, a little bit of risky football on the edge of their own box just now, but got away with it. Confident start.
Yeah, it appeared to be a hefty challenge there on Billy Leonard, about 15 yards inside the Torquay half. It's been called up. It got a bit of a reaction from the Town fans, and a free kick has duly been awarded, and it's a potentially dangerous position. It's about 15 yards inside the Torquay half, slightly to the right, and Town have been able to throw the big men forwards just outside the D. They're all lined up there. Thompson, Hutchinson, Benjamin, Young's at the far post. Free kick is whipped in towards the penalty area. Another tug on the shirt there. It seemed to be a tug on the shirt of Cox, but a corner's been given. The appeals for a shirt tug weren't too vociferous from the players. Torquay tucked it behind for a corner. Any thoughts on that potential second penalty for Town?
It could have been. Clearly, shirt was being pulled. Another great delivery from Mickey Parcell, I think it was. Shirt looked like it was being pulled. That could well have been a second penalty.
As it is, it's going to be corner. Parcell's going to take it from the right for Town. In it comes towards the back post. It's deep, goes over everyone's head. Everyone appeals. It's gone out for a goal kick. Torquay did concede from a corner on Tuesday night, so there is a vulnerability there, but they got away with that one. That was Town's first corner off the game. As you said a moment ago, Paul, it has been a confident start. We were talking beforehand about mentality and how that might come into the game today, but obviously buoyed by that early goal, the Town players look like they've got a spring in their step. We saw a moment ago the defenders outside the edge of their own area very confidently, Cruyff turning and dipping shoulders. They're looking confident, Town. How long will that last? As the goal kick's taken, Thompson gets the head onto it first, but Cook manages to redeem the situation and then wins a free kick, and this in itself is basically an identical position to the one that Town had a moment ago. It's about 15 yards inside the Town half this time, slightly on the right, and Torquay can fling the big men forward to the edge of the D. It's Jordan Young, a recent loan signing, scored on his debut. He's standing over the ball for Torquay. Torquay have 5 or 6 crowding around the edge of the penalty area. The free kick has swung in too long for everybody, and it's gone out of play for a goal kick. So that early goal in the first minute, if you've just joined us, a penalty from Sam Youngs in the first minute, after Youngs himself was pulled back in the area very clearly. One of the more open and shut cases you'll get. No need for VAR on that one. That's given Town the lead. That was in the opening minute. It's now 9 minutes in. Town 1, Torquay 0 as Forster takes a goal kick. Youngs gets a flick on it, but it's passing through to Dyer under pressure from Hutchinson, and Dyer clears only as far as Tuck on halfway. The ball's loose. Peake brings it down. It's a 50-50. Peake dives in, but Musa gets there first, and Torquay can pick it up with Fulston, the left back. Now Hassani, left wing for Torquay. Musa, but his pass is short and Town cut it out. Here's Alfie Tuck under pressure, gives it to Benjamin. Under pressure, he's tried to turn, he's lost out, but Town are able to see it safely back to Reece Forster. The touch from Cody Cook for Torquay was a little heavy, and Forster was able to gather it into his arms, and he now has it in his hands and prepares to give it long. 10 minutes gone. Enfield Town 1, Torquay 0. Perfect start for Town. Penalty after 1 minute. Forster's kick has been headed in the air. Musa. Now Cook for Torquay goes down on halfway. Jenkins Davis takes the free kick quickly. Hassani's free on the left, approaching the area for Torquay. Cuts onto his right foot. His cross is blocked by Benjamin, the first man. And now Peake can bring it away on the right, over halfway for Town. He's got Hutchinson ahead of him. Peake's still going, but then he slightly overruns it, and Dreyer got in early. But again, more signs of that confident start you were talking about, Paul.
Without a doubt, yeah. Maybe a bit of overconfidence just now. We talked about Enfield Town playing a bit of football on the edge of their own box. Benjamin almost lost the ball, just got got away with it. But it's a great start to this match, because Torquay, as you'd expect, are searching for that equaliser. But Town do look very, very strong on the break. Lennon Peake there, he just broke. He was running at the Torquay defence. Sadly, he overran it. But this is a great game. 1950. And very similar, actually, to the game at Plainmoor early in the season, where Town took an early lead. We talked about it earlier, didn't we? That Lewis Taff header. Similar sort of game.
Torquay on the attack, but Youngs is able to clear over halfway, and that will drift all the way back to Hammond, the 29-year-old goalkeeper for Torquay. Signed from Truro, played under Torquay's current manager, Paul Watton, when he was at Truro. Watton arriving from Truro this summer. Torquay on the attack, Hassani on the left, feeding Musa. He's got a bit of space outside the Town area on the left, whips it across, but that's easy enough for Forster. He pats it down and gathers. And 12 minutes in, it's Town 1, Torquay 0. Town, just the two changes from the game against Hornchurch. So Mickey Parcell retains his starting position at right wing back, but Billy Leonard is in from the start for Christian Scott, and Jake Hutchinson is in for Ruben Shaq-Poke, who's not in the 16 today. Town have possession on the halfway. That was a late challenge on Alfie Tuck there, right under the ref's nose. Nothing given though, and having been caught, Tuck overhits his pass. It's gone out for a throw. Could have been a free kick. There'd been a lot of controversy over that if it were in the penalty area, I can assure you. But it's nothing more than a throw to Torquay, and they've just about got possession. It's going to come back to Cox, and he puts it up into the atmosphere. It's come down inside the Torquay half, and Fulston is able to let it go for a Torquay throw in the left back position inside his own half. Town 1, Torquay United 0. Town sitting in 24th at the start of play with 11 points. Torquay up in 3rd with 34 points. 4 wins, 2 draws and 3 defeats on their travels in the league this season, Torquay. So mixed bag. They're playing it around at the back and now look to go long forward, but it's drifted straight through to Enfield Town's goalkeeper, Reece Forster. Town will be happy with more of that. Forster not looking to play short so far today. When he's had it in his hands, he's not looked to play short. He'll kick from feet now, kick long over halfway over the centre circle, looking for Youngs. He goes up with Dreyer. Hutchinson's going to challenge for it, but it's a Torquay head in it first. Hassani then challenges with his opposite, number 7, Lennon Peake, and the throw goes Torquay's way. Inside their own half, left back position, Fulston will take, and it remains 1-0 to Town. Come up to the 14-minute mark. Torquay win another throw deep inside their own half. So Town, we've talked about how they've had stability at the back and maybe needed a bit of cutting edge up front. How much does that change, that mentality change now that they've got a lead to protect right from the off?
Hopefully it won't change too much. What you don't want is Enfield Town dropping deep and trying to sit on this 1-0, which would be very, very, very dangerous, I would suggest, with 15 minutes gone. That doesn't look like it's happened so far, actually. Town are very much on the front foot and looking for that second. Interesting what you were saying earlier, actually, Michael. I noticed Tuesday night Forster was playing it short a lot and Enfield were building up from the back. Not so much of that so far.
Moose is on the charge here, but his shot is charged down by Town. Torquay remain on the attack. They've got the ball on the left with Fulston giving it back to Hassani on his right foot. Diagonal ball into Cook. Neat turn from Cook. He spun away from Benjamin, but then brought down Parcell, and Town have snuffed out that challenge. Forster's going long generally, and Town are not defending deep. You wouldn't say that they're just sitting back defending their own area. Torquay are having to build from halfway, and Town are snuffing out attacks relatively high up the pitch. But yeah, so far I don't think once Forster's tried to play out from the back. Do you think that's by accident or by design?
I think it's probably by design, actually.
As Peake Hutchinson escapes his man and drifts a shot across the face of goal. It's going to run all the way out for a throw. Peake just managed to get goal side of his man there on the right of the area, but no venom at all in the shot, and it was allowed to run all the way through, and it's a throw right down by the corner flag for Torquay.
I think you saw there, actually, why it's by design. Hutchinson's in the team today, replacing Shapoki, and I think the idea is get it up there. Hutchinson to put himself about a bit, create some mischief, get some flick-ons, hold the ball up, just go that little bit more direct and cause Torquay problems.
Yeah, interesting. We've seen Shaq Poke twice at home in recent weeks, and he looks a very good technical player. He's got a burst of pace, but he's not really played on the shoulder of the last defender. He's played a lot with his back to goal. I suppose that's to a degree a result of how Town have been playing, the service or lack thereof they've given him. But Hutchinson's a bit more willing to play on the shoulder of the last defender and spin and run towards goal. Ball's back in play, and Thompson's won a header well on halfway. Leonard goes up for the next header, and the ball squirts out to Parcell on the right on halfway. He tries to send the ball up the line, but it's gone out of play. Didn't quite wrap his foot around that. It's gone out of play harmlessly enough for a throw to Torquay inside their own half. And after just over a quarter of an hour, it remains Town 1, Torquay 0. Omar Musa inside his own half, just by the centre circle, stumbles over the ball there, but retains possession, gives it to Jenkins Davis. He goes back to Fulston, the left back, and he's forced all the way back to Hammond, the goalkeeper, and Peake's going to put pressure on him. Hammond keeps his cool though. Gives it back out to his captain Dreyer. Dreyer tries to send it long, but it's cut out by Youngs with the header, and then picked up by Peake on the right. Peake swings across into the area, but it's headed clear by Dreyer. It would have fallen for Hutchinson. It was a good looking cross. It's back with Peake. Now Town really stroking it around well here. Very confident play and very proactive when they get into the final third. They're not messing around, they're looking for the forward man. Here's Cox sending the ball up the left hand flank. Billy Leonard will give chase. He's chasing Dyer. Dyer under pressure does well, gives it to Hassani, who's helping out. Now Thomas 1-2 with Hassani. Neat play there from Torquay to play out of trouble. Hassani now breaking towards the centre circle, and here's Fulston, the left back for Torquay. Town regroup, get men back behind the ball. Torquay still inside their own half with Dreyer and Fulston exchanging passes. Now it goes square to Dyer. Jordan Dyer, summer signing from Bath. Now Young, Jordan Young, drifting infield. Great sliding tackle from Sam Young. Loose ball is picked up by Dreyer, however, for Torquay. He feeds Musa on the left. Musa dribbling towards the Town area, now cutting onto his right foot, looks for the shot that bounces in front of Forster, who spills it, and it's poked clear by Thompson. It bounced right in front of Forster there. Thompson's clearance has gone out for a throw 5 yards from the corner flag on the right for Torquay, but a moment of danger there. Musa cut onto his right foot from 20 yards in the right corner of the left corner of the area, shot towards Forster. It bounced right in front of Forster. He got his body behind it but spilled it, and it was left to Thompson on the edge of the 6 yard box to stab clear. Bring you in a moment, Paul, but Torquay are taking the throw with Thomas, but they've made a mess of that. The throw will now go Town's way in left back position. Little first moment of danger there from Torquay.
Yeah, I was actually about to say that it was testament to Town's good play that Torquay were resorting to shots from distance, and then Reece Forster spilt it. I think it'll be one that Reece Forster would have expected to hold. But he was there, Adam Thompson, on the spot to get it clear. Brilliant centre-half play.
Torquay on the attack again, lofting a high ball towards the edge of the area. Musa brings it down inside the area. He's got 3 or 4 Town players around him. Hassani tries to get a cross in, but Cox crowded him out, and then the clearance was completed by Town, but it's going to come back into the area. Musa chips it up. Here's Cody Cook, back to goal, edge of the area. It's Thomas. Now Musa trying to find a shot, dinking and changing feet, but Sam Youngs clears up towards halfway. Little spell of Torquay pressure for the last couple of minutes, and Torquay will retrieve the ball again just on halfway with Dreyer, and he sends it long from the right towards the centre. Cook goes up, but it's over his head and Benjamin's head, and Parcell can clear up towards halfway. Hutchinson will chase, but Torquay have headed it out of play, and it will be a throw to Town on halfway on the right. So a couple of moments of pressure there, just as we've been saying that Town have been defending well. They were put under the pump a little bit, a bit of a scramble inside the penalty area.
Yeah, that was the first sustained period of what you'd call Torquay pressure, but some great defending by Enfield Town, putting bodies on the line, blocking and then blocking again. Some great defensive work by Enfield Town. Looking good so far.
As Tuck sprays a lovely ball from the centre out to the left, and Joe Payne, who controls, now looks to try to find room. He's up against Jordan Thomas. Payne's attempted cross is charged down by Thomas, and Young can pick it up for Torquay. About a wonderful attempted sliding tackle from Cox. Torquay still in possession. Hassani brings it forward. Here's Young just outside the centre circle, now going left to Musa. He can attack the area on the left. Omar Musa standing up. Parcell into the area, tries to dink a ball into the area, but it's cleared by Town. It's going to go out for a throw, level with the edge of the penalty area on the left. Torquay just upping the pressure a little bit here. 21 minutes into the game, it's Town 1, Torquay 0, but Musa from distance tries another shot, and this one drifts wide. It's, I think, the third shot Musa's had from range. He's stationed on the left. He likes to cut into his right foot, as is the way in 4-3-3 formations. You get wingers on their weaker foot, as it were. So Musa, the left winger, keeps cutting in onto his stronger right foot, keeps shooting, and one of those shots brought a save from Forster. This one went wide. If you're just joining us, it's Town 1, Torquay 0. Town awarded a penalty in the first minute. That penalty was converted by Sam Youngs. The foul on Youngs, the goal scored by Youngs. Forster's goal kick is headed clear by Torquay. It's going to go up to Sam Youngs himself. He goes down, but the ref waves play on. Thomas sprays the ball up the line. Cox will get there first. Does well ahead of Cody Cook. It's gone back to Reece Forster. He clears first time up towards halfway. Dyer gets his head in it for Torquay. It's going to come out to Jenkins Davis, but Parcell does really well there to halt him in his tracks and then give the ball sensibly to Peake, who's stationed on the right today. Now Tuck sprays the ball from the centre, looking for Payne. That seems to be an understanding that's building between Tuck in the centre, looking for Payne's runs on the left. On this occasion, Town cuts it out, and now Thompson makes a really good intervention there to stem at source another Torquay attack. And now Town has switched the ball out to the right. Lovely football from Town here. Parcell looking to spread the ball forward from the right. His attempted pass over is cut out, and now Fulston can mop up in left back position for Torquay. However, his attempted clearance only goes as far as Tuck's head. Alfie Tuck on the ball again, gives it back to Thompson inside his own half, and he takes the safety first option, gives it back to Reece Forster outside his area. Forster drills the ball up towards the right flank, and Parcell, who's bumped in the air, and the ref has given this one. Parcell leapt, and while he was in the air he was nudged mid-air, and Town have a free kick about 10 or 15 yards inside the Torquay half, wide on the right. And the cavalry are going forward again. You can see Thompson and Benjamin moving forward. Cox has already moved forward. Hutchinson's central as well, and Youngs is at the back post. So Town have 5 in a line in attack, just outside the D. The free kick just outside the D, slightly to the left. The free kick's going to be wide on the right. It looks like Peake is lining it up for Town. In it comes, a lot of fight on it towards the near post. It's a Torquay head flicking it on, and a header at the far post from Hutchinson is blocked by the goalkeeper Hammond, and then on the way back Benjamin just shoves over Hammond, so it's a free kick to Torquay. The free kick it hit a Torquay head which flicked it on towards the back post, and Hutchinson got a head to it, but he couldn't generate any power at the back post, Paul.
No, but it was another chance. It was a great delivery, and as you say, Hutchinson at the back post, and a bit of panic there in that Torquay defence, and the keeper just about grabbed it in the end. This has been such a good start from Enfield Town. Everything you would hope for, really. They've been confident going forward, defended really well. Defending from the front, as I'm watching now, they're closing down the Torquay players as they try to build from the back. It has been a great start and thoroughly deserved the 1-0 at the moment.
Yeah, Torquay are if they didn't think they were in a battle beforehand, they know they are now. But it's not a blood and thunder battle either. Town are playing good football. Youngs with another good interception there. He's found Leonard. Leonard looking for a long switch out to Lennon Peake, who's giving chase. Hammond races all the way to the edge of his area, makes full use of the perimeter and catches. And he bowls out to Fulston. And now Torquay can attack. They come over halfway with Fulston. Now it's with Cody Cook, their leading scorer, with 8 league goals this season. Omar Musa on the left. Cuts in field. Gives it to Hayfield, ever present for Torquay this season, and he looks to spread it forward on the left, but Benjamin reads it well between Benjamin and Parcell. They snuff out the danger, however Benjamin's pass goes astray. Torquay in possession again. Here's Hassani, left flank, cutting inside. He's beaten Benjamin. Hassani still tries to get the cross in. Sliding challenge goes in, and play continues, and it's just no, he's changed his mind. The ref here initially allowed play to continue. Initially the ball was cleared up to halfway, received a signal from the linesman, and Torquay have their first corner of the game. It will be on the left and Omar Musa will take it, and let's see what they do from this. Town pull everyone back in or around the penalty area. Torquay have Young right on the goalkeeper, 2 more on the penalty spot and 3 more on the edge of the area. The corner's going to come in from the left. Right footed, it comes in towards the near post. It's headed clear by Hutchinson, and then Leonard does well to win the second ball and clear it out for a throw just north of halfway. And Torquay will take the throw all the way back to their goalkeeper, and another challenge is snuffed out. And with 26 minutes gone, it's Town 1, Torquay 0. Penalty after 1 minute by Sam Youngs. Torquay loft the ball high. Thompson gets a head on it. Musa does really well to pluck the ball out of the air with his feet there, and then he's bundled over by Youngs. Bit of aggression. Thomas just smacks the ball aimlessly, and that's a goal kick for Forster, and that was won basically by Sam Youngs nipping possession from Musa in midfield. Standout performance for you so far for Town?
I think the whole team, to be honest with you, Michael. I think it's a great team performance. You just saw that. There was Hutchinson in his own area clearing a corner, and there was Youngs flying into a brilliant tackle in midfield. The whole team are playing so well, but as I said earlier, defending from the front, not giving them any time on the ball. It's been great so far. Still 1-0 Town.
Thomas in possession, poor clearance from him. Joe Payne will chance to pick it up, and now Hutchinson's picked it up on the left for Town. Infield to Billy Leonard. 25 yards from goal. Has a shot. Oh, tipped wide by Hammond. Brilliant shot from Billy Leonard, who was fed the ball by Hutchinson on the left. Leonard, a good 25, possibly 30 yards from goal. Unleashed one with his right foot. And Hammond had to fling himself full stretch to his left and palm it wide for a corner.
Yes, it opened up in front of it, didn't it, for Billy Leonard. No Torquay player went to challenge him, and he had a go, and what a go he had. It was a great effort, and the keeper tipped it just past the post. It's a corner to Enfield Town.
Corner from the right, Peake takes, and it's headed away by Torquay, but headed back by Leonard to Peake. Flag stays down. Peake will have another go to cross. Cuts onto his right foot. Cuts back onto his left foot. Now crosses into the area. Flick of a cross. And at the back post, it's just wide. Hutchinson was in for the tap in, and Thomas made a vital interception. It was well worked. Peake on the right. Swung the cross in. It was flicked on by Cox at the near post. Hutchinson could have had a tap in at the far post, but Thomas for Torquay just tapped the ball away, and it's going to be Town's third corner of the game. I'll bring you in a moment, but Parcell's lining up the corner. Good spell of pressure this from Town. Mickey Parcell takes the corner deep towards the back post. Town players go down. It's over everyone's head, and it's going to go out for a throw. It's going to go out for a throw to Torquay in the left back position, which they take. Good couple of chances there for Town.
Yes, Torquay were on the ropes again there. It's a lovely cross by Lennon Peake. That's been a feature, hasn't it, of Enfield this afternoon, the crossing. We've mentioned Mickey Parcell putting a couple of crosses in. That was Lennon Peake. And there was a flick on and just at the far post, Torquay managed to get it out for a corner, but they were hanging on there, Torquay.
However, it's Torquay in attack now. Jenkins Davis looking to feed Young. Thompson comes across. Shepherds is out to play. Thompson has been a real revelation since joining this season. Leader on and off the pitch. He's certainly organising that back three well. He's got two young defenders either side of him. Benjamin's only 20. Cox is only 19. Cox is only 18, I beg your pardon. And the 32-year-old Thompson, former Northern Ireland international, organising all three of them. Not the best goal kick from Forster, and Cox has to clear up the danger and put the ball out of play. It will be a throw to Torquay on their right, just over halfway, taken short by Thomas. Leonard gets a foot in there. Torquay just about retained possession, and now it's spread across to Hassani, and now Fulston on the left for Torquay inside the town half. Fulston plays the ball forward looking for Musa. He slips past his man on the left of the area, fires it across, and it's in! Torquay have equalised, and Jordan Thomas has scored it after 30 minutes. Musa broke down the left. He's been a bit of a threat all half. Omar Musa, he broke down the left, raced towards the byline, fired in a low cross right across the face of goal, and at the back post Jordan Thomas arrived to tap in from close range. 30 minutes in, it's Enfield Town 1, Torquay United 1.
I was just about to remark how quiet the Torquay fans have gone, because they've got huge support here, particularly at that Hertfordshire Zoo end. But we were mentioning earlier about great crosses, and that was a fabulous cross from the Torquay left, and at that far post it was Jordan Thomas coming in to put it home. But it was a great cross, a game with lots of brilliant crosses. One led to Town's first goal in terms of the penalty given away, and that's led to the equaliser. From a Town point of view, don't change anything, keep playing as you are, keep on the front foot, because you've caused Torquay problems.
Yeah, that didn't exactly come from incessant Torquay pressure. It was just a well-worked goal. It was an excellent cross, I've got to say. As Torquay loft the ball forward again, and Cox will give that back to Forster. Forster's clearance isn't the best, but Thompson just about picks it up, and Parcell can complete the clearance. It's going to come back at Town, though. However, Benjamin can now clear up towards halfway. Come back at Town again. Benjamin will clear again. Spot of head tennis in the centre. I was saying about the cross, it was one of those crosses that if it hadn't been poked in, it's very difficult to defend. It was right across the face of goal and within the 6-yard box, so any touch from a defender would have risked an own goal. It was that quality of cross. But here's Lennon Peake breaking towards the Town, to the Torquay area. He goes down. Torquay have just sandwiched him there, shoved him out of play, out of possession, and Torquay can now build on the right. Their centre-back, Dyer, racing forwards over halfway, now giving it out right to Young, Jordan Young, twisting, turning, step-overs. Jordan Thomas now right flank, tries to put in a low cross to the area. It's headed out by Tuck. It's going to come out to Dyer, and now Young for Torquay. Now Dyer right flank, chance to cross, low cross into the area, but immediately it's cleared by Cox. It's going to allow it to drift out for a throw by Young, who takes a throw on the right for Torquay. 32 minutes gone, Town 1, Torquay 1. Dyer gives it back to Dreyer, and Torquay now have a little injection of optimism and belief from that goal. Musa, who created the goal, gives it to Jenkins Davis, and now Young on the halfway line, infield to Dyer. Jenkins Davis switches, here's Fulston on the left, chips into the area, and it's allowed to bounce. It's going to fall for a chance for Torquay, and they've scored again. Torquay have scored. Jenkins Davis arrived. The cross came in from the left. Town didn't get it clear. Attempted clearance only as far as the edge of the 6-yard box, and Will Jenkins Davis was there. And Torquay have turned it around. 33 minutes in, it's Town 1, Torquay 2.
Yeah, it's amazing the difference a goal can make to mentality. That was probably the best spell of Torquay pressure. They were playing the ball around very, very well, worked it to the left, the cross came in. The one poor bit of Enfield Town defending, you would say, this afternoon, they didn't quite get the ball clear, and it fell. Who was it scored? Jenkins Davis, it fell to him, who put the ball away. Disappointing, and echoes actually of Plainmoor first day of the season, where Town went 1 up early on and Torquay came back to go 2-1 up before half time.
Yeah, as you say, it wasn't the best defending in the area because Town did have a chance to clear that, and the clearance wasn't the best. It didn't make the 6-yard box, I don't think, let alone outside the penalty area. So, after that dream start with a penalty in the first minute, Town are now behind. It's Town 1, Torquay 2. 10 minutes to go till half time. Town have a throw on the right. Torquay just had a spell of pressure for the last 5 minutes. It's brought them 2 goals. But prior to that, Town were very much in the game. It was even, if not slightly balanced towards Town in terms of possession and opportunities. Town have another throw on the right, trying to build in midfield now. Peake's forced backwards. Thompson gives it to Cox. He's on the left. Cox feeds Payne right down by the corner flag. Payne tries to get a cross in. It's blocked. It's going to go out for a corner. Town with a chance for a pretty swift riposte here. It's their 4th corner of the game. Decent enough response from Town, having gone behind. Parcell will trot across to take the corner. Town's 4th of the game. Decent enough response to going behind.
Very much so, yeah. Going right back at Torquay, and now it's a corner. And Torquay have looked vulnerable from crosses and set pieces, so it's Mickey Parcell with his magic right foot who's going to take this, and we've been talking about his delivery all afternoon. Fingers crossed for another one.
Parcell deep towards the back post. Thompson rises, keeps it in. It's turned around, still loose in the area. Now Torquay get it clear up to her towards halfway, and Young can bring it over halfway. He's got Leonard in pursuit. He's got support in the centre from Jenkins Davis. Still Young holds it up, gives it backwards to Hassani. Now Musa on the left looks to find Hassani, just about does so, crosses deep into the area, but that's easy enough for Forster. And having had a corner at one end and exerted a bit of pressure from it, Town found themselves having to race back and defend their own penalty area. However, nothing's come from it, and it remains Town 1, Torquay 2. The ball's with Reece Forster, and for the first time this afternoon he goes short to Cox. Cox over goes long himself, looking for Hutchinson halfway, but Dyer picks it up for Torquay and lofts it. It's easy enough for Cox to put a head on. However, Young will pick that up inside the Town half. He loses out, however, to Leonard, and now Tuck turns away from his man, gives it to Cox. Cox gives it back to Forster, and he clears it up towards halfway, but that's too much for Peake. Ball's headed clear by Torquay, and Parcell will pick it up in right back position inside his own half. Lofts it forward towards Young, who controls it well under pressure, stabs it to Leonard. Leonard gives it to Youngs. Youngs chips it forward. Billy Leonard's making the run into the area, but that drifts through to Hammond, and Joe Payne was free out on the left if he'd got his head up and looked for the switch. However, it's passed through to Hammond, and with 8 minutes to half time, it's Town 1, Torquay 2. Town scoring the penalty after 1 minute from Sam Youngs. Thomas equalising for Torquay on the half hour, and Jenkins Davis scoring for Torquay 3 minutes later. As Thompson puts ahead on this one, Jenkins Davis, the goal scorer, goes down under a challenge from Leonard, and that's a free kick on the centre circle for Torquay. Town have made 2 changes to their starting lineup today. Leonard's come in for Scott, and Hutchinson's come in for Shaq Poke. Shaq Poke not in the 16 today. Torquay preparing this free kick just outside the centre circle. It will be taken by Jenkins Davis, the goal scorer. Jenkins Davis lofts the ball in towards the area. Benjamin gets a head on it, and that's going to pass through to Forster. As A.D. Connolly walks past us, he's been out with a meniscus injury, the reserve goalkeeper for Town, as Torquay defenders miss the cleared goal kick there, and Town are able to pick the ball up on the left. His Peake on the far side for Town, gives it back to Parcell, chance to cross from the right. Parcell crosses into the area, but that's easy enough for Hammond, the Torquay goalkeeper. Town, though, again looking for that tactic of an early cross from the flanks. It's brought them a bit of joy so far today, not least in earning them a penalty in the first minute. However, with 6 minutes to half time, it remains Town 1, Torquay 2. Hammond big goal kick he's got, well beyond the centre circle. Adam Thompson tussles with Cody Cook, wins out. Cook goes to ground, play continues. There's a good pass from Thompson as well, feeding Leonard, and now he's found Joe Payne on the left, advancing towards the Torquay area. Payne looking to thread the ball through. It's bounced off a Torquay man. It's going to be a throw to Town on the left. And for the second game in a row, Joe Payne's not really interested in the long throws, so he's left the throw to Cox. Cox with a 1-2 with Leonard, gives it to Payne. Payne's back heel, Cox runs onto it, keeps it in play on the left, tries to drill in a low cross. It's cut out inside the area by Torquay, and they can clear up the line. Thompson lets it go for a throw to Town on halfway on the left. But no long throws from Payne so far today, and none on Tuesday. What do you think might be the reason behind that, Paul?
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, it's nice to see them mix it up a little bit, but no long throws at all. Maybe an injury, maybe some sort of shoulder injury. But it's just been a good response from Enfield Town. Still on the front foot, getting good crosses in. However, Torquay do look dangerous on the break. They've got a few quick players in their team. So Town have got to watch that. But good response to going 2-1 down.
5 minutes till half time. Torquay in possession. It's Town 1, Torquay 2. Torquay building with Fulston over halfway on the left. Now Omar Musa gives it back to Fulston, who's run all the way to the byline. Deep cross that's over everyone's head, and it's sailed out of play for a goal kick. Even first half, it's been a really interesting first half. It's ebbed and flowed. Town certainly started the stronger. Torquay obviously had that little flurry, brought them 2 goals in 3 minutes. They've earned themselves a throw now, halfway inside the Town half on the right. Jordan Thomas, the first goal scorer for Torquay. Thomas, who played in the Premier League only 4 years ago for Norwich against Man City. He's on the ball now. He's scored Torquay's first. He's given it to Young. Young plays backwards to Dreyer, and now Fulston, the left back. He's 15-20 yards inside the Town half. Plays it short to Musa. Musa looks for a return pass. It's blocked by Young. Sassani tosses it into the area. Cox gets ahead on it. It's not clear. Still loose in the area. Still a chance for Torquay. Now it's cleared by Tuck. Not the best play on the edge of the 6-yard box from Town. Struggled to clear that initially. It's going to come back at them now. Here's Hayfield on the right for Torquay. Thomas, 1-2, knee 1-2. Hayfield's away inside the area on the right. Low cross into the area. Good cross, good block from Thompson. It's come out to Thomas outside the area on the right for Torquay. Here's Hayfield. Deep cross into the area. Thompson gets ahead again. Hassani on the edge of the area. Now the shot comes in for Musa, and it's wide of goal. Little spell of pressure there. Good defensive work from Thompson in particular, but Town were under pressure inside their own 6-yard box.
Yes, Enfield Town definitely under the cosh there. Great sustained period of pressure. Torquay United showing their quality, passing the ball around well, getting some good crosses in, but Adam Thompson was immense. 2 or 3 occasions there, he got the ball away. Great defending. I was going to say about the game generally, Enfield Town I think have edged it, to be honest, particularly the first half an hour, but 2 bits of quality from Torquay United, that's why they're third in the league, have made the difference, plus a little bit of an error as well at the back.
Goal kick's been taken by Forster. Torquay looking to smuggle possession up over halfway. It's fallen to Jay Fulston, the left back. He's given it away, however, and Parcell can pick it up on the right inside the Torquay half for Town. Feeds it out to Peake on the right. Wide on the right for Town. Tempted cross, bounces off the defender, off Peake again, still down by the corner flag. Everyone appeals for the ball, and it's going to be a corner to Enfield Town, their 5th of the game, and they've caused a bit of trouble to Torquay from these corners. And with 2 minutes to go, here's a late opportunity for Town to get something. Lennon Peake will take the corner. His crossing has been on point today. He's put in some good deliveries already. Torquay conceded from a corner in midweek. They've not looked the most robust from corners so far today. Peake's corner is high towards the penalty spot. It's headed clear initially by Torquay, headed back in by Town. Benjamin's up there, it's still loose in the area. Now Torquay clear it. It will be retrieved by Peake, backtracking towards his own goal, but still in the Torquay half. Looks to turn his man, but he's bitten off more than he could chew there. And it's got to come back to Fulston to clear. That should be easy enough for Parcell to see out. Parcell, under some pressure, hoiks the ball clear. I think Payne had a bit more time than he realised there, but Town are in possession. It's with Joe Payne again, on halfway, on the left, chips the ball forward, looking for Hutchinson, and he wins a throw, puts the pressure on. Dyer concedes the throw, and in the final minute of the first half, Town have a throw level with the edge of the Torquay area. It's on the left. Payne's got it in his hands. Is he going to take a long throw finally?
Looks like
He's been reluctant to do so. He will do now. Town centre-backs have gone forward. Thompson's planted himself right in the heart of the 6-yard box. Payne's going to fling this in long. Town 1, Torquay 2. Final minute of the first half. Long throw from Joe Payne from the left. Goes towards the near post. Everyone appeals, and it's a corner. It was headed clear by Dyer at the near post under pressure from Thompson. And Town, right on half-time, have their 6th corner of the game, and Mickey Parcell trots across to take it again. Right in front of the Town fans, exhorting Town to get something from the end of this first half. Parcell gives the signal of raising the ball above his head as the ref indicates a further 2 minutes of added time. We've just come to the end of the first 45. Town with their 6th corner of the game. Parcell takes deep. Hammond comes, gets a hand to it but can't really gather. It's picked up by Tuck on the far side, and he has won yet another corner, this time on the left hand side. Town's 7th corner of the game. Looks like Lennon Peak. As ever, Lennon Peak's taking the corners from Town's right. Parcell's taking them from the left, which means all of them are in swinging.
7 plus.
90 seconds left of this first half. 90 seconds of added time left. Lennon Peak to take the corner. Town have men in the air. Corner goes towards the front post and it's cleared by the first Torquay defender. It's gone out to play for a throw for Town inside the Torquay half on the right, and the big men, having trotted forward, now trot back. 1 additional minute remaining in added time in the first half. Parcell gives the throw to Youngs. He twists and turns on the right, gives it back to Parcell. Parcell looks up the line, looks for options, now chips it up the line, looking for Hutchinson, but it's a Torquay head in it, and then a Torquay boot on it going up towards halfway. Thompson gets his head in it now. Parcell challenges, does really well to win the header. Torquay shovel the ball up into the Town half. It's very scrappy on halfway. Sam Youngs is just thrown to the floor by Musa, but play continues. Play continues. Sam Youngs has remained down on the ground, and play is slow to a stop. I think the whistle must have gone now because everyone's stopped. Youngs is still down. Youngs seemed to challenge with Musa for an aerial ball, and Musa seemed to yank him mid-air and toss him to the ground. Youngs is only just gingerly rising to his feet. What did you see in that, Paul?
Yeah, it was a strange one, really. It was an aerial challenge, and Sam Youngs flew acrobatically to the ground. I don't know if a stray hand caught him in the face or something like that, but the ref blew up relatively quickly as soon as he realised it was a head injury. Interesting, a few minutes ago, that Joe Payne actually took a long throw. We were saying that he didn't on Tuesday night, and he didn't tonight, hadn't until that point today either. As the half-time whistle goes, I think that's a good tactic, actually, because I think Torquay have looked vulnerable every time the ball's gone in their box. Everything aerial that's come in their box, whether it's a corner, a free kick, or crosses, which led to the penalty. I think that's a great tactic. If Joe Payne can get those long throws in, I think that's a good tactic, because that's the vulnerability with this Torquay team. I would say they don't like crosses in the box.
What I would say about that Payne throw, though, was that it didn't get very far. It barely got to the near post. It did make me wonder if there were an issue, perhaps, with...
It wasn't a Tamworth Tonk, was
it? It makes me... It wasn't a Tamworth Tonk, as Paul puts it. It didn't go very far. However, your closing thoughts on that first half as a whole, then, Paul?
I think from an Enfield Town point of view, we should be pretty pleased. The first half an hour was fantastic. We played some really good football, and as I said a few minutes ago, every time we put the ball in the box, it caused panic. Torquay United's quality showed through. From their point of view, they scored 2 good goals. From an Enfield Town point of view, the second one was disappointing. Had a chance to clear it, didn't really clear our lines beyond the 6-yard box. So it is 2-1 to Torquay, but I think Town should gain confidence from that first half. And as I said again as well a few minutes ago, if I was Gavin McPherson, I would be urging the team as often as you can, get crosses into the Torquay area because they do look vulnerable.
Thanks very much for that, Paul. So we leave you with the half-time score of Enfield Town 1, Torquay 2. Town scoring with a penalty after 1 minute through Sam Youngs. Jordan Thomas equalising on 30 minutes for Torquay, and then Will Jenkins-Davis making it 2-1 to Torquay on 33 minutes. Join us again for the second half. We'll resume commentary at about 2 or 3 minutes past 4 o'clock. So in about 13 minutes time, 12 or 13 minutes time, join us for that. The microphone will remain on, so you'll hear some background murmur, but we'll stop the commentary for now. Rejoin us in about 30 minutes time with the half-time score of Enfield Town 1, Torquay United 2. Shame. I mean, I suppose that's kind of the story of things this season. That little bit of quality in attack, isn't it? That Musa, he's had a couple. He cut inside and shot on his right, but this time he went down the line onto his left foot and crossed. Yeah, a little bit of quality.
That's what you expect, isn't it, really? I mean, Torquay are
And I mean, some of the quality of the players they're bringing in as well. This lad from played for Norwich a few years ago, Thomas. Boy Young looks all right as well. Okay, thank you. Thanks very much.
Oh, one's fine. Thank you very much.
I should probably make more of the crowd as well. I hadn't mentioned it at the start. And then
It's good.
Yeah. This is where it's going to get challenging now. The natural light goes, it comes darker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like I've got a good handle on who's who on the pitch. Threlkeld has a ponytail or man bun or whatever. It's easy to have to pick out. Palmer's blonde, he stands out quite a lot as well. Carson and Ash I'm not sure about. Jeff is black guy with dreadlocks. I don't actually know what Ash and Carson look like, so that will be a test. Yes, yeah, good shout.
Do you need Tom?
Where's the other one?
Seem to have about 40 odd listeners in the first half of those points. Mainly from Torquay fans, to be honest.
Oh, really? They're listening on ours, are they?
Yeah, it seems to be because I think it was tweeted out by Town to Torquay. Right. They've got their own commentary today.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So yeah, those are Torquay. That's Torquay Rain God, I think. He popped up in the last game as well, Rain God. To be fair though, Town have been on the front foot, they haven't sat back, they haven't invited pressure, it's just...
responded very well, I thought, going 2-1 down.
And even when Torquay were on the front foot, that wasn't Town inviting them, that was just, they played well and broke down the left in particular.
Going on Twitter.
Lots in the first minute or so. Drea bringing down Sam Youngs, the penalty area, top of the back of the shirt.
Drea brought him down.
Straight down the middle. Down to his right. We saw him playing what behind in the first one. And coming back, taking lead. That's exactly what they've done.
Their goals were what? They scored 2 minutes?
Yeah, so 30 and 33 I had it. So Drea was the one who committed the foul for the penalty. I mentioned that because I missed it first time. What made with Hutchinson today?
It's kind of hard to get into the game, really, isn't it? He's a bit of a presence up there, but he hasn't had a lot of the ball, has he, really?
No, been a couple of crosses. He had a couple of opportunities at the back post, didn't he? Didn't quite. I don't know, maybe a bit harsh on him to say he didn't have the poacher's instincts, but
outnumbered as well.
Yeah. There have been some good crosses put in. Nice to have a bit more of a presence.
Yeah, I can't see him changing it. Unless he tells Billy Leonard to play a bit further forward, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe, because Pete's out on the right today, isn't he?
Yeah.
Largely. Young's is quite deep. Who's on the left? Who's been on the left? I mean, Joe Payne's gone up on the left, but...
Yeah, largely Joe Payne is the wingback, really, isn't it?
Strange, yeah, not really... Pete's been sort of making himself... making his presence felt on the right.
Yeah, he's been on the right, isn't he? Alright.
Yeah, that's all right start.
What a start that was. It was incredible, wasn't it?
Remind me of my away game.
Yeah, he was saying as well, like father likes that.
Yeah, that's right. Follow that pattern, didn't it? We were one up, playing well, then they got two fairly quick goals.
Yeah, playing well.
Their defence is really shaky.
We were saying that as well, especially for crosses.
Yeah, they're not great at defending set pieces.
No, exactly. What we've been saying. Yeah, that's right.
Because there's always a big scramble.
Yeah.
Hutchinson's he's not the best at trying to kick it in the net.
You were just saying that, weren't you, Michael? Yeah.
Yeah, he's maybe not a natural finisher.
Onto a player where he can put it in, but then he just can't really get it.
Yeah, it's interesting. The great goal stories.
He hasn't got that goal scoring instinct.
Yeah.
Midnight in Vietnam and he's still listening.
Really? Good man. Give him a shout. I'll give him a shout. Neil. Yeah.
Was he? Oh,
I'll give him a shout. Then.
Let's give him a shout.
I suppose Mr. Woodruff is not here.
I haven't seen her. I was squinting to have a look, but I don't think so. Yeah.
Got the Torquay commentary team there.
I can't believe they've got their own directors.
Very posh, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, I haven't seen it. He hasn't walked past, has he? So,
Oh, the directors section. I can't believe we've got our own directors section.
have we?
Yeah, look, there's
Oh, is there? Is that? It wasn't there on Tuesday night, though.
I think it's because, you know,
It's Torquay, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
I might quickly pop to do that.
Yeah.
they want to feel exclusive. I wonder where this went. This is where I put all my money.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's been put to good use.
It's got Enfield Town stuff in it now.
Great.
The Mirage is still sorry.
We
Yeah.
outsung them.
I took through the limbo.
Do you think we've outsung them?
Mixed, I would say. They were quite quiet after Youngstown. No, see in a minute, Michael.
Vietnam, Ken. You say he's in Vietnam at the moment.
Yeah, he's in Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh City.
I might just stick to Vietnam when I say it on there.
Yeah, we love it. We think he'd be able to get, you know, helping.
It's the wonders of the internet, I guess. What have you made of it so far? I thought we're playing quite well, to be honest.
Brilliant.
They've got a bit of quality up front there, isn't it? And those two goals just came from... I suppose a bit of money gets you that extra quality.
There's a bit of money that you can tell we're a bit more.
Yeah. That said, though, we're putting them under a lot of pressure. They do not look watertight at the back, do they?
Well,
know everyone says it. I mean, Alfie Arse, he don't believe in people when they say, oh, that was unlucky. It's not unlucky, you know. If you've got a bit about you, you shouldn't score. We've had that too many times.
Yeah, he was saying like someone with a poacher's instinct. Hutchinson had a couple of chances.
I mean, he must have given some good talking. But even the draw last week, I would have been happy with that.
Yeah. But and also, I think scoring in the first minute or whatever it was just gave all the players a lift, gave them a bit of belief. They was as confident as I've seen them playing. They just looked confident, didn't look afraid.
Got some off-time scores for you. He was angry with his interview.
4-1, Boreham 1, Chelmsford 1, Slough 1.
It'd be a shame though. We need to. Can't just keep saying after every game, "Oh, they played really well."
No.
Result. We need to turn that into a result at this stage now.
Right up, I'm reading there. He's getting fed up.
Hello. You're right.
He's saying the same old thing.
Yeah.
Weymouth 0, Tunbridge 0.
Oh yeah, Mel Fowle scored again.
Of course he has.
Rosie, Barker, she didn't even want to come. She didn't move at all, so I just left her.
Yeah, we was only playing one up front. I don't know if we should, you know,
I don't know. I mean, we're not. We've got pretty good control in the game as well. I know when they attack, they're in possession. You know, we need to be switched on defence, but it's not like they are penning us back and it's relentless. When we've got the ball, we're making the most of it going forwards.
Are you transferring in? Yeah. You've got to pay. You need to get loaded.
It's £3 to sit up here. £3 to sit up here.
We're going to sit down on the other side.
You can't get down there from this end.
Can't get round, can we?
No, you can't.
So Anthony steps down that way.
No worries.
So here they come. Miss Paul. I know he was just trying to get down the other end. Get some of those each week. Right. Here it comes.
Can't get past you guys, can they?
Yeah, intimidating bunch that we are.
Don't we could do what should we call it again? Thank you.
The limbo.
The limbo, that's it.
Once is enough for 1 weekend. Is it?
Far too much.
The wait. Oh, might as well go back on air and get the team sheets. Good afternoon, welcome back to the Dave Bryant Stadium for live coverage of Enfield Town versus Torquay United, where the score is currently Town 1, Torquay United 2. Town with a penalty in the first minute from Sam Youngs, Torquay equalising after 30 minutes through Jordan Thomas, and then taking the lead after 33 minutes through Will Jenkins-Davis. The Torquay players have re-emerged, the Town players not yet, so I'll take the opportunity to run through the two teams. Just the one. Alfie Tuck, he's got to take them all on single-handedly.
On his own.
Tuck's out, the rest still back in. Out they come now. So the two teams. Torquay have Hammond in goal, Jay Fulston, Jordan Dyer, Sam Dreyer the captain, Lyric Hassani, Jordan Young, Omar Musa, Cody Cook, Dan Hayfield, Will Jenkins-Davis and Jordan Thomas, with Jenkins-Davis and Thomas their two goal scorers. And Town, two changes from Tuesday night, have Forster in goal, Parcell the captain, Benjamin Thompson-Cox, Joe Payne, Lennon Peake, Billy Leonard, Alfie Tuck, Sam Youngs and Jake Hutchinson, with the goal coming from Sam Youngs after 1 minute. Having a look around, it's not obvious that there have been any substitutions. Some players still readying themselves. The fans have switched ends. Town will now attack the Hertfordshire Zoo end to the right as we look, and Torquay will attack the Jenner Timber end. Having a scout, just checking to see if there are any obvious substitutions. There don't appear to be, but we shall bring you up to date with any changes as and when they do happen. It will be Torquay to kick us off in the second half. Torquay at the start of play sat in third place. Their away record reads 4 wins, 2 draws and 3 defeats. And today they notched up their 27th and 28th goals of the season. Town sitting in 24th at the start of play, bottom of the pile, 11 points from their 18 games. But a very strong performance from Town in that first half. As the second half begins, Torquay kick off, they play the ball along, Benjamin gets ahead on it, Tuck gets ahead on it, it's headed back towards Benjamin, he puts his foot through it, goes up towards halfway, Hutchinson tries to hold it up, Pete collects, Hutchinson again, the centre circle, Young's neat footwork from him, lovely Zidane pirouette from him, and then feeding it out wide to Joe Payne. Payne on the left, early cross in again, it's a feature of Town's play. Sam Youngs picks it up 25 yards from goal, central area. He now gives it wide right to Parcell. He looks for an early cross as well into the area. Leonard's got a head on it, but it's come out to Musa. Parcell will try to rescue it, but Musa's wriggled away from him and can bring it away from Torquay and now switch it out to the right, and that's for Jordan Young to collect on the right flank for Torquay inside the Town half. He cuts in field, looks for support, finds it from Hassani in a central position. Now Jenkins Davis cutting onto his left foot. Now it goes out left to Musa onto his right foot. Twisting and turning Musa. Overlap is Fulston on the left. Swings the ball in, it's deflected off the crossbar. And it's got to come out to Torquay again. The shot is blocked and it's cleared away for a corner. Goodness me, the cross from the left from Fulston, I think, was deflected off a Town player. It looped over Forster's head and hit the crossbar. And Torquay have taken their corner kick quickly and short inside the area. In comes the shot and it's crept in. It's crept in. Jordan Young, after 1 minute of the second half, they took the corner kick quickly from the right, fed into Young on the right hand edge of the area by the goal line, only a couple of yards from the goal line, and he shimmied, shot low. It smuggled its way in past Forster, and early in the second half, dream start for Torquay, but a nightmare start for Enfield Town. It's Enfield Town 1, Torquay United 3.
Yes, Michael, good afternoon everyone, welcome to the second half, and what a disastrous start to the second half for Enfield Town. Seconds before the corner, Torquay almost scored. The ball ballooned off an Enfield player onto the bar, and from a resulting corner, I think Town were caught by the short corner, to be honest. They didn't seem to react to it, and Young had time to shoot and score from what looked like a pretty acute angle, and it went in at the near post. Worst possible start for Enfield Town. They trail 3-1. Long way back now. Long way back.
So, 2 minutes into the second half, it's Town 1, Torquay 3. Not quite a mountain to climb yet, but Town on the attack with an early cross, but it's certainly an uphill struggle now for Town. They're trailing by 3-1. On the attack with Mickey Parcell on the right, cutting in field, beating 2 players, going down and wins a free kick in a dangerous position. Good play there from Parcell. Town have the free kick. It's about 25-30 yards from goal on the right, 10 yards in from the touchline. Dangerous position. Town's deliveries have been good from wide positions today. It's Parcell standing over it, Lennon Peake standing over it, and it will be Parcell to take right-footed into the area, free header, and it's over the bar. I think it was Cox arriving from the back. Beautiful delivery from Parcell, and Cox, free header from about 12 yards out, but he couldn't keep it down and went over the centre of the goal, and it remains Town 1, Torquay 3.
Yeah, we were talking at half-time, weren't we, about, there we go, there's the crowd.
309.
Oh, biggest crowd of the season. 1,300 here, including a big support from Torquay. But we were talking earlier about Torquay's vulnerability from crosses and set pieces. Well, that was another brilliant delivery from the free kick from Mickey Parcell. And Cox got the header on it. He probably should have done better, to be honest, once he got the header on it, to get it on target. It looks like the Torquay goal was a short corner, and there was a little flick on, I think it was by Thompson, a little flick on at the near post. He got the final touch to put Torquay 3-1 up.
Yeah, second goal of the game there for Jordan Thomas, the one-time Premier League man for Norwich. Town on the attack now, though, with Peak on the left flank, Payne on the left flank, but he's hustled out of it by two Torquay men, and Torquay can bring the ball away in delayed fashion. They pump the ball up the line now, goes over halfway, and that's something for Thompson to clear. You mentioned about Parcells' delivery from set pieces. It has been very strong, but even in that opening minute of the second half, before Thomas scored a third for Torquay, when Town initially started on the front foot in that second half, it was noticeable again that Town were not hanging around. As soon as the ball was fed out to the wide man, the cross came in. They didn't look to build at length from wide positions. They didn't look to move in field. It seems like those early crosses from the flanks were a bit of a feature of the game today. It's as if it's something that's been drilled into them before the game.
Yeah, well, I think Gavin McPherson's seen a weakness there with Torquay. They don't like the early ball into the box, and as you say, Enfield Town started the second half very well, and again it was another Mickey Parcell cross into the box that caused problems. And I was just about to say what a great start, and then Torquay go down the other end, get a corner, and from that corner Enfield seemed to be caught a bit cold. It was a very quick short corner by Torquay. I think it was the first short one they've taken, and the cross came in too easily, and there was a little flick from Thomas, and it was 3-1.
Big attempted switch there, and then a clash of heads. Leonard a big switch. Parcell went up with Fulston for the header. Free kick's been given against Fulston. I'm not sure there was necessarily a foul there. It was a clash of heads, yes, but foul's gone Torquay's way. So 51 minutes gone. It's Town 1, Torquay 3. And having led for the first half hour of the game with a goal and a penalty in the first minute through Sam Youngs, Town now find themselves 3-1 down early in the second half. Torquay will take the free kick. It will be Hammond, the goalkeeper, to take it just inside his own half. Takes it long up towards the left flank for Torquay. Clearance from Benjamin isn't the best. Torquay trying to smuggle the ball into the area, but Town force it out towards the halfway line. Leonard goes up, but Hayfield was there for Torquay. Back and forth it goes in midfield, possession changing hands multiple times. Now Cox has a chance to bring it down, but no, he uses his head. Goes up the line to Payne. Payne tries to force it infield to Leonard. He tries to force it up the pitch towards Peak, but Torquay will safely negotiate a pass back to their goalkeeper Hammond, who launches it upfield towards Cook. Benjamin goes up with him. Benjamin's won the header, and it's back with Adam Thompson. Chance to say hello to one of our more far-flung listeners, Neil, who's out in Vietnam. Hello to Neil. He was here at the Dave Bryant Stadium a week or two back. So hi to you. Thanks to you for tuning in all the way from Vietnam. I'm afraid can't bring you better tidings than that the score is Town 1, Torquay 3. It's Thompson wrestling for possession with Cook inside his own half. Sam Youngs picks up the ball, sensibly gives it back to Forster. He blasts it long over halfway. Hutchinson will chase, but Dyer gets ahead on it for Torquay. Tuck, slightly fortuitously brings it down, and Youngs finds Peak central position on his left foot, chips it out left to Joe Payne. Payne looking for an early cross on his left foot, swings the cross in. Not the best clearance from Torquay, still got to get it clear, and now they do. Jenkins Davis clears outside the area, but Tuck will collect for Town, and it will be a throw to Enfield Town. Tuck takes it short. Cox almost made a mess of that, but he's won another throw, and it remains Town 1, Torquay 3. No substitutions yet from either team. 53 minutes in. Town in possession, just on halfway. Cox and Tuck amongst themselves, and then Leonard gives it back long to Thompson. Thompson plays it forward long. Pete gives it back to Sam Youngs. Youngs under pressure from Hassani, and Hassani's wrestled the ball off him, and now Musa can take it on for Torquay, and an initial advantage was played to Torquay, then play was brought back. The free kick's been given to Torquay, and a yellow card has been shown to Sam Youngs 9 minutes into the second half. Eventful afternoon for Youngs. Goal in the first minute, which he earned from a penalty. And now a yellow card to add to his afternoon's work. And Torquay will have a free kick, 10 yards inside the town half, slightly to the left. Jenkins Davis, one of their goal scorers, score of their second goal. He stands over it, both arms raised. Now he delivers right-footed deep into the area. Forster comes for it and claims easily. And Forster looks to kick long and early, over halfway, and the defender's missed it. Pete can maybe get onto it, but Musa very coolly volleys back to his goalkeeper Hammond, who's under pressure here. He's going to have to be careful. He's under pressure from Peake, but Hammond does really well in the end to clear up to the centre circle. Then Tuck wins the ball fairly. There were shouts from Torquay for a foul, but it was a very clean tackle, and Town can break on the left. Here they go with Leonard on the left flank. Gives it back. Cross comes in early, but Dyer clears. It will come back out to Payne though on the left. Payne combining with Leonard. Town looking to build patiently from the left. Tuck moves infield now. Xavier Benjamin, one of his forward bursts. Nice reverse pass there to Sam Youngs. He goes back to Tuck. Good spell of possession here from Town. And now a turn, but shouts for a pullback, but the ball just trickles through to the goalkeeper. Billy Leonard was appealing that. He was tugged back on the edge of the area. The ref has waved it on. The ref has been pretty consistent. He's let the 50-50 challenges go. He called up the penalty because it was clear as day in the first minute. But on the whole, fairly straightforward and uncontroversial performance from the referee, would you say, Paul?
Yeah, I think he's done pretty well, to be honest. He hasn't had any massive decisions to make. It looked like a pretty clear-cut penalty in that first minute for Enfield. Interesting, a minute or so ago, he gave a real delayed advantage where Sammy Youngs clearly fouled the Torquay player in midfield, and he waited to see what would occur and then pulled it back, which I think is pretty decent refereeing, to be honest.
Town are now building on the left. Early cross comes in across the face of goal and tucked away for a corner by Torquay. Good combination play on the left. Payne was involved. Leonard, I think, was involved with the cross. Town flung bodies at the cross. It was a low cross along the 6-yard box. No Town player could make contact. It was put away behind the goal for a corner. Town's first of the second half, their 8th of the game. It's a corner from the right, but a good little cross on the right hand from the left for Town. I'll bring you into comments on that in a moment, Paul, but Town are going to take the corner with Leonard Peake. They've put men at the back post for this one. Peake on the right for Town will take it left-footed. Town have 4 men behind the back post. Thompson's arriving from the penalty spot. Peake's corner, it is deep towards the back post. Tuck was up there, but it's a Torquay head on it first, and Musa completes the clearance. It's gone out for a throw. Good cross on the left to create that opportunity for the corner though, Paul.
It was story of the game so far. Every time Enfield Town get a cross in, Torquay looking a bit of a panic. And if Town can get on the end of one of these in the next 15 minutes or so.
In comes another cross across the face of goal, and panic appeals for handball because Fulston chested the ball right in front of his goalkeeper. The goalkeeper then picked it up. I think there were calls for a handball in hope rather than expectation. It's pretty clearly chested back, but it was another low cross from the left as Town worked the opportunity on the left flank. It's proving a source of some joy for Town.
Yeah, very much so. They're making a substitution now, Torquay. I don't know if that's going to shore up the back at all, but they look super vulnerable from crosses, and this has been a great response from Enfield Town since going 3-1 down. They're still on the front foot, still working the ball wide, still getting crosses in, and as I say, if they can just get on the end of one of these and put it back to 3-2, there'll be even more panic for Torquay. But Torquay have made a substitution.
They have indeed. Musa's gone off. The very dangerous Omar Musa's gone off. He created at least one of the goals. And Oscar Threlfeld, who's a versatile player, plays midfield, plays defence. So it's a slightly defensive change, but no doubt Torquay will just rearrange the chess pieces. As Forster takes a bit of a liberty there with his touches in the box, but he's cleared the ball up over halfway. It's a spot of head tennis, and now Pete can bring it down for Town. He's not got much support, and Fulston doesn't take any chances with his clearance and puts it right off into a different postcode. So Threlkeld on for Torquay. Slightly surprised, are you, that Omar Musa? I'm certainly surprised that Omar Musa's gone off. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, very surprised. Most of their good work came through him, and he's been involved, as I say, in at least one of their goals. So, yeah, a bit surprised he's gone off, unless he had a knock that we didn't know about. But here come Town.
Town on the attack, but Peak was just shrugged off the ball, and now Hassani has fed Young, and Young's looked for Hassani on the left, but Thompson's come across to snuff that out, and he's done really well, not just to snuff the ball out, but to find Parcell. In the right back position, Parcell forces it up the line. However, Fulston will pick it up for Torquay, and they're back on the attack. Hassani, 20 yards from goal, tries to chip it into the area. Cox clears. It'll go up towards Peak, and now it's fallen for Hutchinson inside his own half, but a neat turn from him. However, Hayfield picks it up in midfield for Torquay, and it's back with their goalkeeper James Hammond. Hour gone. Town 1, Torquay 3, and a free kick is given to Town deep inside their own half, won by Thompson. So Town still trailing 3-1, having taken the lead in the first minute through Sam Young's penalty. Thomas, Jenkins Davis and then Thomas right at the start of the second half have turned the score around. It's Town 1, Torquay 3. Reece Forster preparing to take a goal kick, 15 yards outside his own penalty area, drills it long towards the Torquay area. Torquay heading it, then a Torquay boot on it. Comes back to Cox, he heads clear to Thompson. He gives a pass that Forster's going to have to be careful with, but Forster does very well. And then Thompson does well to find Benjamin. Benjamin infield, tuck first time, and a free kick's given to Town. Some neat one-touch passing there from Town to work their way out of trouble. I mean, they still look confident, Town, in possession.
Very much so, yep. They haven't let the scoreline affect them, and they're still playing football, and they're still looking to get, as you say, on the front foot. And as we've said many, many times, when the ball goes in that box, Torquay do look vulnerable. So I wouldn't rule out, even though Enfield Town have struggled to score in recent weeks, I wouldn't rule out another Town goal, which would make it very, very interesting.
Yet again, Town are building on the left, and now yet again the cross comes in from the left, but it's cleared by Torquay from inside the area, with Parcell arriving at the back post, and maybe that's indicative. The cross came in from the left, and apart from Hutchinson, only Mickey Parcell was arriving. Town needs, they're creating opportunities, particularly down the left. They need bodies in the area, in and around the 6-yard box to finish off those opportunities. Billy Leonard now involved in the build-up from deep. Here he is inside his own area, plays it forward. It goes back again towards Cox, just trying to keep an eye on who's furthest forward for Town as they build these attacks. At the moment it's Young's furthest forward centrally, but now he's dropping deep. Town build again on the left. Cox, Payne, but Torquay snuff it out at source, and they can build from deep inside their own half on the right. Now it's played forward towards Cody Cook on halfway. Thompson paying him too close attention, and he's bundled over, and it's a free kick to Torquay. 62 minutes gone. Town 1, Torquay 3. More substitutions incoming for Torquay, and players going to be paused while those occur. Let's see who they're bringing on. Right, so going off is Jordan Young,
Coming on for Jordan Young.
with Matt Carson coming on. Carson, left-sided player, 20-year-old. Began his career with Southampton B and was called up to the Northern Ireland under-21s this season. He's coming on for Jordan Young. That's certainly one of the substitutions.
I think it's just the one at the moment.
And it is just going to be the one substitution. So, second of the game, we'll wait and see where Carson positions himself. He looks to be the left side of defence, at least. Torquay now take the free kick deep towards the Town half. Head on into the area, flicked header, shot comes in, but it's straight at Reece Forster. No harm accrues. Forster can bowl it out, and Town can build from the back, and a long ball is played forward for the forwards to chase, but that's a little aimless, and that's going to go straight through to Hammond. So it looks like Fulston remains at left back, but the substitute Matt Carson is now taking the left-sided attacking position that Omar Musa previously adopted. So that's the change for Torquay. Carson's left-sided attacker for them. Head tennis in the centre. Carson misses out on his header. Leonard flicks it through to Hutchinson. Leonard then looks for a first-time ball for Peake. It's just in front of him, and Torquay can bring the ball forward. And now here's Sassani on halfway for them. Thomas inside his own half for Torquay. Dyer plays short ball forward. Torquay builds from the back. Torquay will be happy with where they are. 20 minutes into the second half, leading 3-1 away from home. This will suit them. They'll be quite happy with this. They've won a free kick, 15 yards inside the town half. And they're not in any rush to send the cavalry forward. Now their centre-backs are starting to move forward for Torquay as they prepare for this free kick on the right. The players are amassing about 10 yards outside the penalty area in readiness for this free kick, and they're in a line as the free kick is delivered quite deep towards the edge of the area. Flicked on, still not clear. Shot comes in and straight at Forster. It was a clean volley from distance, but it wasn't overly powerful, and it was directed straight at Forster. No danger there, but Town really need to get the ball down the other end here. They don't want to be defending, they want to be pulling this goal back. Tuck can build from deep. He feeds the ball out wide left. Peake looking for support, but Town forego possession. The ball's played short to the goalkeeper, however, and it's come loose to Town on the left flank. Hammond there was the Torquay goalkeeper was sold a short back pass. He only just got there first, and for a moment it looked like he might be off his line with an opportunity to shoot. Town still in possession. Here's Leonard. Here's Payne now on left flank, looking for support. Goes backwards. Town looks to switch play. It's back with Thompson in the centre circle. Town's attacks have all been congregated on that left-hand side in this second half. They're looking to build again. Peake looking to build a full forward. Here comes the cross from the left, but again not enough support for Hutchinson in the centre. There was just Billy Leonard in there, and Parcell at the edge, far edge of the area. Throw again is taken short by Payne from that left-hand flank. Cox builds forward, looks to force the ball infield. Nothing doing. Poor clearance from Torquay, however, and Town win another throw on the left. Will they opt for a long throw this time? Joe Payne, no, it takes another short throw. Yeah, it's barely been a long throw in the last two games from Joe Payne, and nothing accrues from that. We're halfway through the second half. Paul, what's he making of this? Do you see a route back for Town?
Well, I can see some activity on the Enfield Town bench. It looks like Reece Beckles-Richards, and I wonder if Gavin will take a gamble and maybe go two up front, because the trouble is these great crosses are coming in. Torquay are looking panicked, but there's only really Hutchinson in the box, so if you want to make advantage you need another body in there. So Beckles-Richards is coming on. Be interested to see who's coming off.
Curious to see if Town will make the substitution or wait until the corner is taken. It's a corner for Torquay. There was a high long ball from the back launched by Torquay, and Thompson kept his eye on it and could do no more than head it out of play. So Torquay have their third corner of the game. We're halfway through the second half. The corner is on the right, the side from which they scored previously. Corner comes in towards the centre of the goal. It's a very deep corner. Shouts for handball, and from right in front of the goal, it's lopped it over the bar. It's going to be another corner. It was a really good corner right into the heart of the 6-yard box. It wasn't even remotely cleared by Town, and then a Town player had to hack the ball over his own bar. So Torquay have their fourth corner of the game, their third of the second half. It will, for a third time in the second half, come in from the right. Town are still delaying their substitution while they wait to defend the corner. In comes, not yet, in will come the corner from the right for Torquay. Town have to be on their mettle here. Corner in towards the near post. It's allowed to bounce, but Town can bring it clear now, and it's a sensible clearance. Billy Leonard might latch onto this, and he has latched onto it on halfway. Now Lennon Peake looking to take on his man. Peake on the right flank, but it's a great sliding tackle from Jenkins Davis. He's having a good game in the centre of midfield. However, Town with a chance to take the quick throw, but that chance is going to be skewed by that substitution. And interestingly, Joe Payne's going off for Town. Reece Beckles-Richards on, Joe Payne off. That will mean a little reorganisation. We await with interest to see how Town are going to reconfigure that. What do you make of that one, Paul?
I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where Reece Beckles-Richards goes. And do Town go to a back four? We'll have to wait and see. It looks like Beckles-Richards has gone up front with Hutchinson, which is good. It's what Town need.
Indeed, Billy Leonard's still central. Beckles-Richards on the ball now with his first touch. Gives it out to Cox. The ball's fed out wide to the left. We think it's Lennon Peake who's taken up station on the left wing now. Here's Xavier Benjamin in possession for Town. He finds Parcell on the right inside the Torquay half. Parcell lofts the ball up towards Hutchinson. It's allowed to bounce. It's going to come back out to Hutchinson to get ahead on it. Dreyer heads it clear for Torquay. Hassani completes the clearance, but Tuck will control it well and then flick it out wide. But then his flick out wide doesn't go to anyone in particular, and it's drifted out to play for a Torquay throw. Now Torquay are going to make a throw. I'll ask Paul to cast his eye over the Town formation and see if he can work out what formation has been adopted. But meanwhile, Dyer is going off for Torquay and Ed Palmer is coming on for them. Palmer, 33-year-old centre-back, who's got 2 goals this season in his 12 appearances in the league. Came through the youth ranks at Torquay and left the club, went to Truro, now in his second spell. He slotted in at centre-back, so that's a like-for-like change for Torquay. They have a throw in their left-back position. Fulston takes up towards halfway. It's a scrapping battle on halfway, but it's going to break here for Hayfield. Inside the Town half, plays the ball forward, looking for a man and support on the right, but well shepherded out of play there by Cox on the far side. And it's a goal kick which Town take quickly, and Benjamin feeds Parcell over halfway on the right. Parcell looks to hold the ball up. He's dispossessed, however, by Carson. Carson infield to Jenkins-Davis for Torquay. Jenkins-Davis finds Hayfield just over halfway on the right and gives it to Jordan Thomas. Score of 2 goals tonight for Torquay. I say tonight because the sun's gone down, it's dark now, it's floodlit. Still a good atmosphere, but the noise is being made by the Torquay fans, and they hoist the ball forward up their right, but Town snuff it out and the ball's given back to East Forster. First time he clears up the pitch. However, Torquay look to scrap the ball back. Town wrestle possession back again. Build on the left flank. Long ball looking for Beckles-Richards. He's beaten... Well, I was going to say he's beaten the offside flag. He hasn't. The defender missed his header, Dreyer. And the ball did bounce through for Beckles-Richards, but he was offside. But immediately there's a presence in attack for Town. Beckles-Richards is now straight through the centre. Billy Leonard's deeper in the centre, trying to work out who's left for Town at the moment.
Lennon Peake gone.
What do you make of the formation, Paul?
I think Lennon Peake's gone left wing back. Mickey Parcell still right wing back. Still the 3 at the back. Billy Leonard's pushed back a bit deeper into midfield, and it is very much Reece Beckles-Richards up top with Hutchinson, which I think Town need. What we need now is to get some more of those great crosses in and have some presence in that box.
Beckles-Richards battles on halfway, goes down, but advantage is played, and Sam Young's on halfway looking to thread the ball forward, but it's cut out by Dreyer and played up the pitch towards Torquay. It goes backwards, then forced back up over halfway again. Suspicion of handball there from Cook. Torquay still in possession on their left flank on halfway. Neat little triangle there. Cody Cook being marshalled by Thompson. Cook and Thompson in battle. Jenkins-Davis has emerged with the ball on the left into the area for Torquay. Beats his man, pulls the ball back, but it's snuffed out by Town. And now Benjamin can bring it clear. Now Mickey Parcell for Town. Chance to clear up the line, looking long towards Hutchinson. Hutchinson goes up with the defender Palmer, but both go to ground and Torquay can clear up over halfway. That should be easy enough for Forster. He was on pressure, but a flag went up anyway. Advantage played. Cox now for Town. inside his own half. So Town rejigged here. Joe Payne's gone off. Beckles Richards has come on and gone up front. And it looks like Peake has gone over to the left flank for Town. Here's Xavier Benjamin bringing the ball up the right. Parcell cuts Enfield, goes down, plays waved on. Torquay clear long. Was that a foul on Parcell?
I don't think so. I think he lost the ball and was kind of looking for it, to be honest. I get the sense that Enfield have looked a little bit tired in the last 10 or 15 minutes. They put a lot into this game, and bear in mind, of course, Torquay are full-time pros. They've been training all week. Town had a game on Tuesday night, and then they train lightly on Thursday.
Paul just broke off there because Town were on the attack, but it's being cut off at source again by Torquay. It would be a throw to Town. Torquay are preparing another substitution, and that's going to happen now. Hassani is going off, and Brad Ash is coming on. 28-year-old attacker with 2 goals to his name this season, and he replaces Hassani, and that will be the last Hassani sees of any action for a few games. He's about to serve a 3-match ban for his red card last week. So Torquay switching up their forwards. You made a good point though, Paul. Enfield do look to have tired a little in these last 5 or 10 minutes. They've put in quite a shift. They're 75 minutes into the game. They also played midweek as well, don't forget. Largely unchanged side. And they're having to give it one final push here, but it's a 2-goal deficit. And they do look, starting to look a little weary. Torquay in possession from the throw, but Town look to force the ball up the line. It's gone out of play. It's going to be another Torquay throw just inside the Town half on the Torquay right as they attack. 14 minutes remaining. Town 1, Torquay 3. Torquay play the ball up the line, looking to build down by the corner flag on the right. Cut in field now, but that's an aimless pass and it's going to be allowed to drift out, and Town can build from a goal kick. 14 minutes to salvage something, 2-goal deficit. Town took the lead early, very early, first minute through Sam Youngs, brought down and then converting the penalty. Torquay scored twice before half-time and around the half-hour mark, and then once immediately after half-time, and now they lead 3-1. Town in possession inside their own half. Tuck gives it to Thompson. Thompson gives it to Benjamin. Town with Beckles Richards furthest forward, but Peake supporting him. The ball is now forced forward towards Hutchinson. Hutchinson tries to bring it under his spell, can't quite get there. He's charged in late and he's going to be booked. He didn't quite hold up the ball. He dived in to retrieve it. He caught a defender, and that's a yellow card on 77 minutes for Jake Hutchinson. Town looking to go a bit more direct there. Most of their play had been up the flanks, but that was a pass straight through the middle for a change, because they do now have the 2 up front.
Yeah, it was a great ball actually by Alfie Tuck. It was a lovely ball to Hutchinson, and he just failed to control it and lost the ball. Then he lunged in on defender and earned himself a yellow card. It looks to me like I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago actually. Jake Hutchinson looks like a player a bit short of confidence at the moment. Hasn't scored that many goals, and ball not really running for him up top on his own for a lot of the time. So yeah, a bit short of confidence. Hopefully Town can give it a big push in this next 12 minutes or so. A couple of substitutions.
Here, Jack Smith is on. Jack Smith is on for Billy Leonard, and the second substitution for Town is Jake Hutchinson off and Terrell Whittaker on. So Whittaker for Hutchinson, Smith for Leonard. Those are the Town substitutions. Whittaker will stay up front, so that's pretty much like for like, and Scott will provide more legs in midfield after Billy Leonard's shift. And Town have conceded a free kick in a very dangerous area. It was a long free kick launched towards the edge of the Town area. Benjamin hauled his man down. It was Cody Cook, who's normally been the property of Adam Thompson. Looks like Mickey Parcells received a yellow card in the midst of that, and tried to confirm that. We'll see if we can find out if there was a yellow card shown there, but in the meantime it's a free kick in a very dangerous position this for Torquay. It's right on the edge of the penalty area, on the left, about 5 yards in from the left corner of the area. Dan Hayfield's behind it. It's a prime position from a shot. It is 18 yards from goal. It's right on the edge of the area. He can cross it into the area. He can have a shot. It's only a 2-man wall. It's now a 3-man wall for Town. In comes the shot. It's low, straight at Forster and gathered as a herd of players converged on him. It's gone straight through to Forster and he bowls it out. Benjamin can pick it up. Benjamin just about gets there first, but then loses the second challenge. It's 50-50 up in the air, and Torquay managed to smuggle possession. And now Hayfield edging towards the left edge of the area.
Come across.
He finds support on the left. In comes the cross. It's low, and it's got to fall for Jenkins Davis, who scores a fourth for Torquay. Jenkins Davis from the edge of the area on his right foot. It's his second off the game, and after 80 minutes, it's Enfield Town 1, Torquay 4. Will Jenkins Davis with his second off the game.
Yeah, we mentioned a few minutes ago that Town look weary, and they look weary there. They're starting to lose ground to Torquay, give them too much space. They had time to get the cross in there, and yes, it's not looking good at the moment. I mean, Town have played so well for much of this game, but just the difference in fitness, really. Town have put so much into this game, and the last few minutes they've looked tired. They made silly mistakes. I think Sam Young's lost the ball in the build-up to that goal, which he wouldn't have done earlier in the game. Yeah, it's fatigue, and sadly, it's costing Enfield.
Must be injured.
So, an interesting substitution for Town. Thompson's gone off. Adji Hersey's come on, so Parcell will presumably slot. There's been a correction there. Parcell is on, so Thompson's still on the pitch. Parcell is off. Adji Hersey is on. Adji Hersey will take over at wing back. Thompson was coming over just to take the captain's armband. Town, meanwhile, are trailing 4-1. There's a player down for Town in the centre. He's gone down and stayed down, and players now stopped so that he can receive attention. And having battled so hard for so long, Town ran out of steam a little there. It was a good move from Torquay for that fourth goal. Having one possession, Benjamin initially overran the ball. Youngs couldn't quite latch onto the loose ball. He lost possession. It was Hayfield who then broke with the ball, slightly left the goal. He played it left to the substitute Brad Ash. He broke free on the left edge of the area, drilled in a low cross into the centre of the area, from where one Torquay player laid it back, and arriving on the edge of the area was Will Jenkins Davis. From the edge of the area, he's side-footed, right foot, low past Forster's left hand, and that was that. It was a well-crafted goal. There's a bit of concern here because Town have a player down on halfway, and he doesn't really seem to have moved. He looks completely prone. It's Tuck, Alfie Tuck. He's been turned over at least, so we'll keep you updated on that. But with 8 minutes to go, it's surely too large a mountain to climb now for Town. 4-1, 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think so. I think the big hope is here we don't let any more in, to be honest with you. The whole complexion of the game has changed. All the noise is coming from the Torquay United supporters at that Jenner Timber end, and they've got a few here in the bar area near the commentary position as well. Town fans, understandably, have gone very, very quiet. And yes, Torquay there, they won the ball, they got a good cross in, and they also get bodies in the box. It's noticeable when they're in wide positions, there are always players in the box, whereas that hasn't been the case with Enfield Town this afternoon. And they've just had that little bit of quality, haven't they, Torquay? Some good finishing, which Enfield Town haven't quite had. And as we said, fatigue is now setting in a little bit with Enfield as well.
It's not really been a 4-1 sort of game. That's the frustration here. You can understand Torquay's greater fitness, but it's not been a 4-1 sort of game. There's concern here for Alfie Tuck. A temporary sling's been made for him out of his shirt as he's been led off. That looks like it might be some sort of shoulder or elbow injury. So he's going off, and Christian Scott is coming on. Tuck looks in some discomfort, the 18-year-old, and that would be a real shame if that were to be a long-term injury for Alfie Tuck. He's on a loan until the end of January from QPR. He's made 8 appearances, 7 starts, and he's made a real contribution to Town. Brought calm and poise to that midfield, that deep-lying midfield position. So we wish him the best, and we'll check in after the game, find out updates on his status. But the game has restarted. Head tennis in the centre of the pitch. Benjamin under pressure on halfway, lofts the ball forward. Adji Hersey gets his first touch of the ball, looking for Whittaker. Dinked forward by Youngs. Whittaker looking for Adji Hersey, but Torquay clear long, and Thompson's forced to concede a throw. Halfway inside Town's own half. It's in the left as Torquay attack. It's going to be taken by one of the substitutes for them, Matt Carson. 5 minutes to go. Enfield Town 1, Torquay United 4. It's a neat turn there from Ash on the left, but he's taken the ball out of play, and it'll be a throw for Town. Chance for Town to build. Who's been a standout player for you for Enfield Town, and indeed for Torquay? I'll ask you that in a moment, Paul. Standout player for you for Town, first of all?
I think Mickey Parcell for his delivery, and Lennon Peake as well for his delivery. Every time they've got the ball wide, they've got some great balls in, and they've caused problems. But as we said, Town just failed to gamble enough and get enough players rushing into that box, something Torquay have done very, very well when they've had the ball wide, and that's resulted in at least a couple of the Torquay goals. So I think Lennon Peake and Mickey Parcell for their delivery. Sammy Youngs has worked his socks off in midfield, as has Billy Leonard, as did Alfie Tuck. I think once again you can't say it's been a really bad Enfield Town performance, and I think 4-1 has flattered Torquay.
Torquay on the attack now. It was Hayfield, but he's been robbed, and Town can build on the left on halfway. Cox, his Whittaker, he goes down, wins a free kick. There was a tug earlier by Thompson, which I thought might be called up and might turn into a yellow card, but the ref gave the advantage and hasn't pulled it back. So play continues. Town have won the free kick and they've taken it. They're building on the left. His Peak, trying to feed it in towards Beckles-Richards, but it's cleared up and out of play, and Town will take the throw. Town building from the left. Long ball played forward, looking for Beckles-Richards, but it goes straight through to the goalkeeper. Whittaker was given chase as well. It's gone through to the goalkeeper, and that's easy for Hammond. Hammond, the goalkeeper, will clear up the line. Clears up towards the Town defence, and it's a free kick here to Torquay. And Torquay are going to take the opportunity to make a substitution. It will be Keke Jeffers, an attacker, coming on.
Number 30, Keke Jeffers.
And he's coming on, I think, for Cody Cook. To double check that. Yeah, I think it's Cody Cook coming off. Keke Jeffers coming on. Jeff is a relatively recent arrival. Joined on loan from Stoke Youth.
Maybe, yeah. I might try and get to that, yeah.
Joined on loan from Stoke Youth earlier this month, in fact. Cody Cook goes off. He's had a good old tussle with Adam Thompson. I've enjoyed watching those two go mano a mano. Cody Cook, the forward for Torquay, and Thompson long in the tooth at centre-back. Here comes the free kick for Torquay, deep into the area. Torquay head on it, but aimless, and it's gone out to play for a goal kick. Both sides have made 5 substitutions now, I think, as we enter the final couple of minutes of the game. Town, who took the lead as early as the first minute. Penalty from Sam Youngs, who himself was brought down. It all looked so good in that first half hour or so. Then on the half hour, Jordan Thomas equalised for Torquay. Will Jenkins-Davis gave them the lead 3 minutes later. 1 minute after half time, Jordan Thomas scored again. And then 10 minutes before the end of the match, Jenkins-Davis scored again. It's a throw to Torquay just inside their own half on the right. We've just had Alex Solomon just had Alex Solomon walk past us and updating us that he'll be back in action, fit again, or at least back to available to play again next week. So that's a positive for Gavin McPherson. The Town official man of the match has been announced as Lennon Peake, so that gets the approving nod of the head from Paul alongside me, who picked out Peake alongside Parcell as standout players for Town tonight. Town building from the back, Thompson giving it to Benjamin up the line to Adji Hurst, just about keeps it in play. He's under pressure here from Carson, feeds it back to Thompson, he gives it short to Smith is brought down. It's a free kick to Town, and a bit of pushing and shoving. Nice to see in a way, still good to see that Town players still have fight in them. 5 added minutes added on, but Smith has been dispossessed. Here's a chance for Jenkins Davis just wide of goal. It's Brad Ash who got a shot in the end. Brad Ash and Jack Smith had earlier in the move exchanged shoves just a minute beforehand. Then Smith was hustled out of play by Ash. Ash broke into the edge of the area, had a shot. It was tipped just wide of goal by Forster. A good save. But it's going to be a corner to Torquay. They're 5th of the game. It's from the left flank. It will be taken by Matt Carson on the left as we enter added time. Corner goes in deep. It's a Town head in it initially. Threlkel tries to swing it back in. Town player's gone down inside the box. Play goes on. The cross is swung into the edge of the area. It's flashed across the face of goal, and it's going to go out of play. Now play is stopped because the Town player remains down. Town player remains down inside the area, but that came from nothing. There was a push and shove between Smith and Smith and Ash, and then Ash dispossessed Smith and had a shot from the edge of the area, and it was very nearly worse than it currently is for Town.
Yeah, Smith was dispossessed on the edge of the area, as you say, and a very good save by Reece Foster. Came out and made a very good save, tipped it around the post. I think 5 would have well and truly flattered Torquay United, to be honest with you. This looks like it's been a pretty tough game on Enfield Town in terms of what they put into it, but also injuries as well. I can't quite make out who's getting treatment at the moment, but Alfie Tuck looks like he's done something to his arm or his shoulder. Hopefully that won't keep him out for too long, because the busy programme coming up, starting I think with the FA Trophy next Saturday, so we need as many players fit and healthy as possible.
Indeed, 3 away games upcoming. Torquay 3 away games upcoming for Town. 4, in fact. Torquay are going to take a throw from the left. Play's about to restart. It was Jack Smith who went down. He's back on his feet now and he's waiting to return to the pitch. Torquay have gone backwards with the throw. They might as well do. Played long by Threlkeld up towards the right flank for them. Drifted out of play. It's going to be a goal kick for Town as we enter we are in the 3rd of 5 added minutes. Town 1, Torquay 4. Scoreline that undoubtedly flatters Torquay, and at the same time gives Town a bit of a lesson in the tests that they face at this level, because they started very well. Torquay just took advantages of little moments, basically. It's not that they've particularly outplayed Town, they've just been clinical in front of goal. They've taken advantage of their attacks. And Town have put in crosses and haven't taken advantage of those moments, haven't been clinical with their attacks. Town have a free kick, 10 yards inside their own half, slightly on the left. They'll look to nab a consolation goal here. Thompson's gone up for this, and it's gone in towards Thompson. Whittaker rose for the header, but Torquay can bring it away. And they can chase down the left with Ash, who's been lively since he came on, but a great tackle there from Smith. Jack Smith now looks long, but his attempted cross is deflected off a Torquay player. And Hayfield, Jenkins Davis can pick it up. Ash can chase for it, but it will go through to Forster, who takes it into his area, picks it up and bowls it out towards Cox on the far side for Town. Cox pushing forward for Town. Goes wide to Peake on halfway. Peake looks long for Whittaker. Flag goes up against Whittaker. Whittaker at least made the run. He did get goal side, but in a way, slightly what Town have lacked and this season generally, a player to loiter on the shoulder and make a run behind the defence.
Yeah, that's right. that bit of pace and speed up front. Very often Town have played with just the one up top. Today it was Hutchinson. You can understand why, because you're playing against good sides and you want to pack your midfield, but unfortunately when you're attacking and when those crosses are coming in, and we mentioned so many times how many great ones have come in, there's not always the players in the box to take advantage. And Enfield have looked a bit more menacing, you would say, probably with two up top, but it's been a bit late, sadly.
It's the final knockings here, the last 20 seconds of the 5 added minutes. And it's a throw to Torquay on their left flank. Play continues. Town have possession. Beckles-Richards attempts to clear the ball up the line. As the final whistle sounds, we understand Torquay might have gone top on the back of this result, but a final whistle has gone here at the Dave Bryant. It's Enfield Town 1, Torquay United 4. It started so well for Enfield Town. Sam Youngs was brought down in the first minute for a penalty which he himself then converted. On 30 minutes, Jordan Thompson equalised for Torquay. 3 minutes later, Jenkins Davis gave Torquay the lead. 1 minute after half-time, Thomas made it 3-1. In the 80th minute, Jenkins Davis made it 4-1 for Torquay. So 2 for Jenkins Davis, 2 for Jordan Thomas. The scoreline certainly flatters Torquay, but there you go. That's football. Paul, your final thoughts on a chastening afternoon for Enfield Town?
Yeah, that first minute seems a long time ago now, doesn't it, Michael? And after about half an hour, we were full of optimism because Town were playing very well, causing problems. But that's the difference between the top teams and the bottom teams. It's that sharpness up front. It's getting bodies in the box, gambling, and also taking advantage of that. You mentioned those moments, didn't you, Michael? Taking advantage of those moments. Torquay did that brilliantly this afternoon, and that's why they've run out 4-1 winners. It seems like it's a very good afternoon for Torquay as well. Apparently they may well have gone top. But again, positives for Enfield. I thought much of the game they're on the front foot. They did cause problems. Despite conceding 4 goals, again, for a lot of the game, I think that we defended very well. And it was a great occasion for the club as well. 1,300 inside the ground. Massive away following, which you can probably hear in the background. But onwards and upwards. Some big games coming up. I think, did you say 4 away games in a row now? Including the FA Trophy game next week. So Enfield Town need to regroup and go again. But yes, obviously a disappointing scoreline.
Indeed. So Town have got away fixtures coming up. Certainly got Sittingbourne away in the FA Trophy next Saturday. That's followed by Weston-super-Mare away, Worthing away. The next home engagement for Enfield Town will be on Boxing Day. Boreham Wood, who at the start of play today were 9th. So that's Thursday the 26th of December, Boxing Day, 3 o'clock kick-off, I think. So you can join me for that. Until then, however, I leave you with best wishes for Merry Christmas, as I won't be speaking to you again until Boxing Day. Merry Christmas, and I'll leave you with a final score of Enfield Town 1, Torquay United 4.